Welcome to Ultimate Autographs. If you were looking for the internet's most exciting and interactive live break room, then you have come to the right place. We are opening live break mystery boxes featuring the biggest names from across the sports world every single day. If you're new to breaking with us, we can help break it down and make it as easy to understand as possible. First, head over to the live break page and look for a series that suits your interests. Most of our series will have 8 spots, which represent the 8 NFL divisions, but other sports breaks or mixers may vary. If you purchase one spot, that means you have a 1 in 8 chance to win that item at an extremely discounted rate. Next, click Add to Cart to purchase your live break spot. Once you've completed your checkout, tune into the next available live breaks broadcast on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube at noon, 3, or 6 p.m. Central Time any day of the week. As you watch, you will see your name appear on the screen when your specific break begins. Your name will go into the randomizer and will be randomized a specific amount of times based on that evening's dice roll number. Once randomization is over, the list of names of people that bought into that live break will be matched up with a specific division. If the item that is pulled from the mystery box matches your division, congratulations, you just won an incredible piece of signed memorabilia. Want to guarantee yourself an item as opposed to testing your luck? Some of the series that you see on the live break page can be purchased under the mystery box tab of our website. Those boxes could either be shipped directly to your door or open live on the air before being sent to you. While you are there, make sure to sign up for our Signature Points Club. This exclusive club earns you points toward specific discounts, signed items, or exclusive events each and every time you buy at ultimateautographs.com. The moment you have been waiting for has come. Let's break some signed memorabilia.
Welcome into the Ultimate Autographs break room here at the 3 o'clock hour. I am your host, Mike Napolitano, alongside my producer, Robbie Lopez. Robbie, how you doing?
Doing great, Mike. Hopefully we are going to have ourselves some fun for this 3 p.m. hour.
Yeah, we have, what's it called? Don't disregard these Chase Wheelspin numbers. These are from last show. Let me take a look at the personals. First and foremost, Kevin Hollick. We've been searching for you all day, my man. If you're here, we would love to do this rep personal for you. So let us know. Excuse me. Robbie and I grabbed a little snack in between here. This is my third and final show of the day. This is Robbie's second, but not his last.
Not my
He will be
last.
joining you guys at the UA After Dark show. That'll be at midnight. That is a new thing we are starting here on Fridays. There will be a special series alongside that show, but tune in at midnight to see that. But tune in beforehand because we have this show, the 3 o'clock show. Hopefully we go until about 5:30, 5:45 at the very latest. The 6 o'clock guys will come in. That means 6 o'clock until midnight is when they will be ripping. And then it'll be the midnight show, which will maybe go, I don't know. Dom wanted to challenge you guys, and he said when he gets here for the 9 a.m. show tomorrow morning, he wants to see you here still, Robbie.
I know.
I mean, if you go from midnight to about 8 a.m. and he gets here at 8 a.m. to prep for the 9 a.m. show, that'll do it. That'll do it. So, whoop, whoop, cheers, says Jacom. Let's go. How's it going, Jacom? Good to see you in here. Let's see if we can get into our dice roll and our Chase wheel spin. All right, so we had an 11 last show. We had a 7 in the morning. You know it's got to be higher than a 6, so let's roll. That is a 2. That's not going to do it. That is a 5. That also won't do it. Man, I am just missing like crazy here. That's a 6. That'll do it. That'll do it. Okay, so 6 is our dice roll for today. Let me double check that. Put that in there. 6 on the dice roll. Now let's go ahead and take a look at our picker wheel for the series, which will be the Chase wheel spin. So the jerseys and the 1 in 4 were our Chase wheel spin for last show. We'll see if we can make any kind of personal exceptions and add stuff in for this 3 o'clock show. But we have every series up here. The 1 in 4 still hot fire. That's probably it hasn't moved all day, but I will be honest with you, It's probably the hottest series in the break room right now, which has surprised me. It's baffling. However, every series has something to offer. The half and half still has a Cowboys triple sign. The diamonds, those are pretty hot too. 3 speed flexes. The vault, 2 more speed flexes in there. The practice squad has been moving all day. There's still a slab card to be had and a couple authentics. The minis, plenty of headliners, plenty of hits, great ratios in that. And also one last name in the jerseys. It's the Bruce Smith. So let's see what we get on the Chase wheel spin for today. Oh, that is, well.
All right. Yes.
Yeah, it's the half and half.
Let's do it.
All right, so the half and half, we can close that out, guys. And if we close that out, it's 3 o'clock. If we close out the half and half by 4 o'clock, I can throw in another Chase wheel spin, and I will personally hand pick that one for you guys because I know what is going to be hot once we close this one out and what is in the break room.
Feeling hot.
4 boxes in that half and half series. One of them is a headliner. It is the Cowboys triple sign that has the, let me get you off of here.
Nice. I'm glad you like it, King.
Hoping Montana is still in the minis. I got a spot. Good luck, peeps. Joe Montana is still in the minis. We will get into the rundown in just a second. Let me throw the Chase in here, though, for you. That's the only thing. Half.
Glad you like your Jordan Love, Bobby Ward.
All right.
Again, if you guys enjoy your items that you're receiving, such as King MC and Bobby Ward, guys, do us a favor. If you guys want to be part of our, if you want to be, how can I say it, part of a video we're trying to do is we're going to try to have you guys send us a 30-second video of your winnings to customer service. And they're going to do a kind of like a customer testimony thing where you guys will be able to see yourselves on our page talking about your wonderful hits, such as the Jordan Love Rip Speed Flex or King MC's Jim Kelly.
Yes, sir.
You know, you guys have an opportunity to kind of have fun with it. You know, let us know what you're thinking, what your thoughts were when you were playing with us. What was that night like, or what was the afternoon like? You know, depending on, you know, the time frame of the shows you were watching. So yeah, definitely, you know, take a short little video of about 30 seconds, anywhere from 30 to a minute, and send it to customer service, which you can find all that information on our contact information. So.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So for that half and half, there's 4 boxes left. It's the one authentic headliner. That is the Cowboys triple sign. So it's Troy Aikman, touchdown, unbelievable. And then you have the Michael Irving, that commercial. I forget which company it was, but it was his ringtone. Remember?
Yeah.
And I don't know who that guy is. Yeah, I'm not super conceited.
Yeah.
And then the third signature on there is Emmitt Smith. Troy Aikman, Michael Irvin, Emmitt Smith on that. So that is also our Chase wheel spin. If we could get those 4 boxes closed out, we will have hopefully another series in here. And at 4 o'clock, I will, if we could get that Chase wheel spin done by 4 o'clock and close that series out, I'll add in another Chase wheel spin.
Ooh, what do we got?
So we will have a double box in that because we have people bought into the double. We will have a single box in that because we have people bought into the single, which means if you do the math, that means we will have one final single after that. So that'll eliminate the 4 boxes.
Really?
Robbie, how are the Cubs doing over there?
Really? Well, I'm going to tell you what. We are on Breaker Alert. Breaker Alert. We are 1 to go in that mini and 1 to go in the practice squad single box.
Okay.
Who wants to close these out, folks? And let's have some fun for a 3 p.m. show with a little bit of minis and practice squad. And maybe those 2 breaks will lead us to something much bigger like those diamonds or the half and half. So want to close these out? Get those spots in for the minis and the practice squad. 1 to go again, each of those series. Let's have some fun. It looks actually Rob Barnett may have closed it out. He did closed it out in the minis. So Rob Barnett, thank you so much. Closing it out in the minis.
So
Again, one spot to go in the practice squad single, though.
So before we even get to a rundown of all the series, I promise we will eventually. I will make sure that we get to our breaks. Jacom saying sold out. Yes, sir. We got you, my guy.
Sold out.
It is. I'm hoping, and I can't believe I'm saying this on air as a White Sox fan.
He's saying
I'm
he's
hoping that the Cubs are doing well today.
Yes, I was watching.
Because I'm standing in here for Steven, who took his. How old is his son? Is he 2, 3, or newborn? His son's very young.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I want to say maybe 2.
Two years old.
maybe.
Yeah, he took his son to his first ever Cubs game, first ever baseball game, and I'm so happy for him. He sent me a picture earlier. He said, "Thank you for standing in." I told him, you know what? Even as a White Sox fan, I hope the Cubs do well today so that your son isn't ingratiated into Chicago sports purgatory right away. So we'll see. We'll see on that. Yeah, let's get to this break. It is the
What is it?
Is it the
called?
minis?
Oh, it's a mini. Yeah, here it is right here. I was gonna say where. It's mini number 5, though.
mini number 5. Where is? I don't even see that on my list here. Oh, I went past. All right, well, while Robbie's getting that set up.
That's all ready for you.
Oh, he's got it. Okay. Perfect. There we go. You can see the names there.
And let's see. We are sold out in that practice squad as well. So great job, everyone. Closing it out, both those minis and the practice squad. You guys are ready. We are ready. Me and Mike are ready to rip.
There you go. Jacom said, boo the cowgirls.
Boo
Jacom's also asking for the wheel times 2. So we'll get over to the wheel. We have 21 minis left. So we're going to go to the main picker wheel. It's out of 30. So, or is it out of 36?
What is
30. Minis are out of 30, yeah. So let me get over to the wheel. 1 through 100. That's that one. 36. There we go. 1 through 30. Let's take a look here. So we're going to spin.
Bob?
You can see, well, you can't see the numbers right now, but let me pull the ticker numbers up here at the same time just to kind of get a look here at what we still have in the minis. Looks like we are going to have number 19. We do have that in the minis. So mini number 19 coming off the board.
Trying something new. So if you see it, I'll explain it to you.
Oh, okay. In this break already?
No, in the next break.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll keep an eye out for it. All right, so that is our first spin, number 19 coming off the board. Let's see, our second spin, as Jacom asked for the wheel, that is going to be number 14. We do not have 14. The closest we have is 12 and 16, so we're going to go to the picker wheel. We already have a 16 in here, so I'm just going to change this 15 to a 14. And we are going to give this a... Oh, no, sorry. I'm going to change it to a 12 because we came up with 14. So let's take a spin here and see which one. We got 19 and we have 12. 19 and 12 coming off the ticker right here.
The ticker.
Very nice. We'll save that. And we'll go back to over here. All right. We see our names right here. Kirby, Michael, Eric, John, and Rob. Which one is Jacom, by the way?
John Gomez.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, gotcha.
John Gomez is Jacom.
Gotcha. Okay. I didn't know his real name. Welcome. Well, I guess welcome to me. You've been here longer than I have, Jacom. Let's get you in here for the list randomizer. all 8 names. We've got 6 times around. 6 times. That's way nicer than 11 that I was doing earlier. And even nicer than 7 that I was doing in the morning show. So there's our randomization right there. Jacom saying, you've been practicing your after-hour voice.
You know it there, John.
Really nice in the evenings there.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have John Gomez on the main stage.
John Gomez coming up to the microphone right now. He only comes in on Friday evenings, but this man is a talent. All right, so let's get on over to the list here. You can see Kirby Shank in the NFC North, Rob Barnett in the NFC South, Michael Convey in the NFC East, Jacom John Gomez in the NFC West, Kirby Shank, once again, he has the North in the AFC as well. So a North helmet comes out in either conference, it's going to Kirby. Rob Barnett, if a South helmet comes out in either conference, it's going to Rob. And look at this. If an East helmet comes out in either conference, it's going to Michael Convey. But the West, of course, is split up between Jacom and Eric Safran.
Jacom wants that Montana. I'm sorry, what was the numbers again?
Eric, it was 12 and 19. 12 and 19. Well, if the Joe Montana came out, that would be on the San Francisco 49ers. That would be in the NFC West. And that would be Joe Montana. So you know what, Jacom? You've been so positive always in the break room. You're always such a pleasure to have in here. I'm rooting for you, my guy. But that's not to say I'm not rooting for everybody else. I love everybody in the breaks, but Jacom...
You know you got your favorites.
Jacom, let's go. Let's get you... Hey,
John Gomez is your favorite.
If it's a Joe Montana, it's going to him regardless.
You're in that icy plea Canada.
If it's not Joe Montana, then we just wait to give it to him in the next break when he gets. Let's hope he gets the next spots. All right, box number 12 here on the mini helmet series single back. 12 of 30. Let's see what we got here.
What we got?
A lot of headliners on the board.
20 minutes into the show.
And this one is not one of them. However, this is still an interesting, very cool hit. It's on the pewter Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Dexter Jackson lid.
Nice.
I learned that word this morning, pewter. I was calling it pyrite mica because it's the same color as my mom's car. But I think pyrite mica is just like the Toyota like special colorization to it. Like that's it.
Dexter Jackson, right?
Dexter Jackson, yes. Buccaneers mini lid. That is, of course, in the NFC South. So that is going to Rob Barnett.
Way to go, Rob.
He is the king of the South. Kirby Shank is the king of the North. Very nice. Very nice hit right there. Let me write you up for that one. That is an awesome
Write 'em
hit.
up.
I want to be able to get this in the shot here. There we go. The minis are always a little tough. They come with their little podium here in the bag or in the little bucket, but very nice, Rob Barnett. We have one more box to go here in the mini break for 2, 3, 6, 9. Very nice. Heck of a hit. I am, I've always said that because my grandparents were down there in Florida, I am a big Tampa Bay fan secondarily. It's all my Chicago teams first, but then it's Tampa Bay second in most things. I can't really say that the Bucs are my second favorite team, but I have followed them with interest even before the Tom Brady days, which would be the Dexter Jackson days, right? So, I know the name, and I've seen a couple of the highlights. Great player, great hit. Unfortunately, some of those Buccaneers teams were quite lackluster, to say the least. So, nice to have a superstar coming out of here in the and more section. Not a headliner, but in the and more section. Very nice. All right. Box number 19 of 30. Let's see what we got here. All the same divisions for you folks. If there's anybody new in here, I know we had a couple new people that jumped into the noon show late. They jumped in around 2 o'clock. They didn't get a chance to see how the breaks go down. I was a little disappointed at that. So if you're in here again, hopefully you are. You get a chance to see how this works, how we randomized, how we asked for the box caller numbers. Jacom did ask for the wheel, so hopefully the wheel does him well in this one. He didn't win that first one, but that's it's not what he was looking for. Let's see if that, what is he looking for? He was looking for the Joe Montana is in this one here. Well, it's not Joe Montana. But this is a nice hit, too. We've seen this name in the break room quite a bit. It's a name that is out west, and which west will decide, because like I said, there's one person who has NFC North and AFC North.
West.
We have NFC South and AFC South with one person. We have AFC East and NFC East under one name. But the West is split between Jacom, John Gomez, and Eric Safran. This one is going to the AFC West, Charlie Joyner.
Ooh.
On that very, very nice Chargers lid right there. It's a speed series. I like that. Very nice hit right there. Sorry, Jacom, but hey. It wasn't the Joe Montana. If it was, you would have been there. I understand that. But at the same time, you didn't miss him. You wouldn't have missed him. You have another chance to jump right back into those breaks and go for that Joe Montana.
It's
true. A really nice Joe Montana as well. But this is also a very nice Charlie Joyner. We've seen this man in the break room every once in a while here. So this is a rare hit, but still a phenomenal player. Congrats, Eric.
Nice job, Eric.
Eric was a big winner. I think it was it yesterday or was it this morning, Eric? I think it was this morning. All these shows are starting to blend in for me, but I'm pretty sure I had you on my winner sheet this morning, and here you are coming away with another win. Regardless, I definitely have seen that name highlighted in blue over here. So, very nice hit, very very cool collectible right here.
There we go. Now the number. All right, who do we have coming in now? We have we got a grand slam on.
Oh, we have the practice squad next.
Yeah, Ian.
Oh, grand slam.
Yeah, Ian Happ just hit a grand slam.
Oh wow. I do like Ian Happ, I have to say. I think he is a class act. And also, I mean, that's very cool for for Steven's son getting a chance to see a live grand slam in his first game. That's crazy. That's awesome. Ooh, pulled that one. And he's a lefty, so out to right field, eh? Very nice.
Let's see.
All right, let's get to that next break. I don't want to keep you guys waiting. This is the Audible Practice Squad break number 5. As a reminder, oh yeah, it was this morning, Eric. Very nice. As a reminder, we are not switching the numbers in some of these so that you can see that it's all still the same series. So I think it's going to be better for everybody in the long run. It's going to be better for us to see how far along we are in these series. Practice Squad, number 5, drop. I can't type today. Me a box.
Yeah, you hit it in right field.
I always say that. Maybe I just can't type any day. Well, that's fine. I guess I'm fine with that, right? I'm used to typing here. Pew, 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 pew. All right. Drop me a box number for the practice squad if your name is Al Gaona, Timothy Sievert, Jonathan Colvin, Nick Eagle, or Bo.
Kyle Tucker just missed.
So this is the new thing that you were doing. What is this CM?
Oh, come on.
Is
the last spot?
Oh, closer magic. I like that. I like that. Okay. Tim is asking for box number 19.
That way, when they get randomized, you know who the person.
Box number. I like that idea actually.
Magic, you'll know.
Yeah. I wonder if shipping will like it though, so we may have to take it off by the time that it goes over there. But if I like it, I like it here for me. Let's see, box number 19 in the practice squad coming off the ticker right now. We will get that for you in just a second. Let's get you guys randomized. Bob Hoban with the
McQueen.
closer
That's a good-
magic. I was looking at it. I'm like, wait, that doesn't say Ron. Who is it that always puts the fake names in here?
Ronnie and Slocco.
Yeah, Ronnie and Salaka. I was like, wait, is that a Ronnie and Salaka one? Am I not supposed to say Bob Hoban out loud? But I was like, no, that seems like a legitimate name. We do have a couple of tricksters here in the chat that'll do the
Oh, we
old Simpsons thing of,
We
hey, do I have Amanda Huggin Kiss over here? Amanda Huggin Kiss. Or what's the other one? I don't want to say it on the air.
Oh, that's right.
But the Simpsons classic show. There's those 6 spots. Nick Eagle, you're a little late. Tim already called the box number 19. We're only doing 1 box number. This is a single break here. But those are your final rankings here. Let's get you into the divisions. That is Al Gaona in the NFC North. Nick Eagle in the NFC South. NFC East with the closer magic. That's Bob Hoban. Timothy Sievert in the NFC West. He has the box caller magic. Jonathan Colvin in the AFC North. AFC South, Al Gaona again. And Timothy Sievert in the AFC East again. Nick Eagle one more time, rounding us out in the AFC West. Good spread in this one. I like how most people have 2 spots. Let's see how that goes down.
I'll get you this box in a minute. Give me 1 second. So, folks, Lance Bryant jumping into that half and half double box, making it 4 to go now. 4 to go. This is the last double box. Let's close it out, folks. Let's close it out.
Oh, no, this is Camden's. Practice squad is
Yeah,
over there.
practice squad. I'll get it.
I was going to say, I could just grab it if it's right over here, but in the meantime, I will let you know. 19, yeah. I'll let you know, in the practice squad, we still do have the Jason Witten slab and the Roger Staubach authentic. So if neither one of those comes out in this single box break, you can always jump into a double and you will double up on those because they're both Cowboys, or as Jacom was calling them, cowgirls. Okay, haha, I get it. Eddie George is still available on an authentic, and Thurman Thomas. So without further ado, box number 19. Let's take a look at what is inside. I'm doing this lefty. Why am I doing this lefty? I guess because it's on my left side, but I've always done this righty. I don't know. Okay. Well, it's not going to be a headliner because it is a mini. So this is going to be the and more section. We've seen how that goes in the past. I have high hopes. Oh, somebody get ripped back in the room. Oh my goodness. It's one of the Marx brothers. It is Mark Clayton on that beautiful retro Dolphins lid. Woo-hoo. Rip Camelucci, as we've said here before, a big Dolphins fan here in the break room. That is an AFC East hit. That is going to Tim Sievert. So he had the box caller magic. He is coming away with the win in this one as well. Tim Sievert, very nice, my man. You're coming away with a Mark Clayton. You had Mark Duper and Mark Clayton of the Marx Brothers on the old Dolphins. I mean, look at this retro lid. I love this. I just love the little inception of the dolphin wearing a helmet on a helmet, you know? I mean, who thought of that? That's crazy. It's not super menacing. It's not as modern, I'd say, as the new logo is, but I would argue that this was a better logo. I don't know how Dolphins fans feel, but really nice lid right here, especially the 2 shades of, or like a darker teal on here to match the lighter teal of the face mask. Really cool hit. Very nice. Congratulations, AFC East, Timothy Sievert.
Okay, so we're good now. And then, so that was Mark
Clayton.
up 31 minutes ago.
Mark Clayton.
Nice job.
Very nice hit right there. So still some heat coming out of that and more section of the practice squad. I expect that to continue. We are down now in the practice squad to is that accurate? 12 boxes, or this is now 11, right?
11, yep.
So 11 boxes, 4 headliners. The ratios just keep getting better, but the fact that you can see that the and more section is nothing to sneeze at is a really nice opportunity. Now, what we are going to do, since we had a couple of breaks early, is we are going to show you the break page. I'll drop the link in here as well.
2 to go in those jerseys. 2 to go in those next jerseys.
2 to go in the jerseys. And Sean Blasco was asking what is left in the practice squad. I'm glad you asked, because I'm about to jump right into that right now. I wanted to start with the practice squad since we just finished with that box break right there. No headliners got pulled there. That was the Mark Clayton. So as far as headliners go, we still have our 4 remaining headliners. It's Thurman Thomas, who is unpictured here. You won't see him on this, but he is a secondary headliner. You have Eddie George still available on this beautiful baby blue. Oh, you know what? I didn't drop the... there we go. Any Finns fans? I have a Rave Clayton and a Duper. Ah, okay. So you already have some of those. All right. Now you got a mini to go with them. Maybe you could sweeten that deal for some Finns fans as well. But let's get back to this. The Eddie George in here. Very nice on that baby blue. Oh, I love that.
I love these Raves, man.
yeah,
They just are some fabulous colors.
The Raves, so nice. We did pull this Sauce Gardner earlier today. That's what you will see on the table with me when we go back to the break screen. But the Roger Staubach is still available. Hall of Fame 85 Roger Staubach. If you jump into a double, this is what I was talking about earlier. You could double up with the Jason Witten PSA certified slab card. Both from Dallas here on their Cowboys teams. So you can double up. And hey, you know, Tim has a bunch of Finn stuff, Dolphins stuff. If you have a bunch of Cowboys stuff, all you got to do is find a Cowboys fan. That makes a real nice trade piece, just like Tim's trying to do. Or maybe you are a Cowboys fan, or you're willing to take on both of these guys because of the fact that they are legends. You want that in your personal collection. I don't blame you. I would too. You can just keep them. You can just put them up in your house, put them up on your mantle. Really nice that it's not 2 helmets. Sometimes you'd like to walk away with 2 helmets, but you don't have to make all that much room. You could put the Roger Staubach right next to the Jason Witten. It's an easy displayable slab card right there. And did I say the Eddie George? Yeah, we said the Eddie George. So that is what is still available. The Eddie George, Roger Staubach, Jason Witten, and then the Thurman Thomas, which is unpictured. It's a secondary headliner. That is the practice squad. Now, when we take a look over at the, let's do the diamonds. Well, actually, nope, let's do the vault, because the vault's right here. The vault, Tim is looking for Packers swag. Maybe you can hit up
swag.
Jeff August. He usually has a lot of Packers swag, although he's probably going to keep it. Anybody looking for Packers swag, hit up Tim, though. Or looking to get rid of Packers swag. You can maybe make a trade with Tim for some Dolphins stuff. All right, let's see what we have in the vault. Kyron Williams is not pictured here, but he is a secondary headliner. You also have replicas in the Sack Exchange helmet and the Deion Sanders. First off, the Sack Exchange, 4 signatures on there. Very nice. They even wrote New York Sack Exchange on that Jets lid, but you also have this Deion Sanders. Oh my goodness, is it gorgeous. I love that blue for the Cowboys, and I love how it pairs with the navy blue that they have. I mean, who thought of that? That's such a unique... I want them to wear these for real. I want them to actually wear these. I love that. The saucy lid on the table is available. Ooh, okay. So yeah, Tim did win this Sauce Gardner lid. He is willing to part ways with it if it means getting a chance to get some Packers stuff. So, yeah, jump on in there and help him out. What else do we have in here? Well, as far as authentics go, we have the Saquon Barkley. That's a beautiful one. Very timely to have with them being the defending champions, the Super Bowl champions. Saquon Barkley, a huge part of that. Just ask the other team in New York, the Giants. Oof. Sorry, Michael Convey. I know you're a Giants fan. That one hurts a little bit. But, hey, Saquon, an excellent player, hurdling over guys backwards. So what I talked about earlier in the noon show is that there's this nice little U right here of what is still available. We mentioned the Sack Exchange, the Saquon Barkley, the Deion Sanders, but come on over here. We also have the TJ Watt still available in the vault. That is on that beautiful flash alternate for the Steelers right there. I love their color rush of the gold in there. It's a nice touch. Very nice indeed. But that's not all we have here in the vault. Swing down from the U and make it a backwards Y. We have the George Kittle and the Joe Theismann, whichever one he chooses to pronounce it, or Grandma pronounces it as, because he changed his name pronunciation so that he'd try to win the Heisman. It didn't work. But he's just a lovable guy. That's all it is. George Kittle, though, on this Speed Flex, this gold Speed Flex. We're going to jump into the diamonds right after this because I want you to be able to see everything that we have on this board that is, I don't want to call it the same, but if you don't win one, you have a chance at winning the other. We're going to go over this George Kittle. We're going to go over another George Kittle Speed Flex in the diamonds. You have two opportunities to win George Kittle Speed Flexes. Speed Flexes, guys, not a George Kittle authentic and a George Kittle rep. Not two authentics, not two reps. Two George Kittle Speed Flexes. Boom, baby. Let's get this one taken off of the ticker and off of this board. The only other Speed Flex that I talked about was this Joe Theismann. The Joe Theismann, you actually can have a better look right here. Two-time Pro Bowl, 83 NFL MVP. Hail to the Redskins, written on there, HTTR. Super Bowl 17 champs, and 82 Walter Payton Man of the Year. I learned that one earlier. I should have known that one, being a Bears fan, that the Walter Payton Award is Man of the Year. But how about that? A Redskins logo. It's two-toned on the helmet, something that you don't see a whole lot here in the room anymore is the Redskins logos because they've parted ways with that, but it's a really nice logo. And the two-tone right here, I mean, can you ask for much more? Look at the way that it bleeds into the face mask and the visor. The visor's two-tone in a way where, if you look at it in some ways, it looks red, and in some ways it looks gold. So it encapsulates both of those colors right there. So very nice if you can hit that. That is our vault. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's in our diamonds. So the diamonds right here, you know how I mentioned George Kittle? The same exact Speed Flex, basically.
Yeah, there it is.
You can get it right here in the diamonds as well. So, hey, maybe you shot for it in the vault because the vault is a little bit better of a price point. You didn't get it. Maybe you jump into the diamonds to secure it. You have a second chance. You have a Hail Mary. Astro says, does the jersey box happen when all the spots are taken? Yes. All 8 spots need to be bought up in order for us to do it. So give it some time. It should break probably fairly soon. I would imagine we get a jersey break in this show. Considering we just started 40 minutes ago, I would say we are going to get a jersey break in before the 6 o'clock hour. So stay tuned. That'll be coming probably soon. How far along are we in that jersey? Do you know?
2 to go still.
2 to go in the jerseys.
Still
okay.
looking for 2 people to close this out.
So, actually, that'll probably happen within the next 20 minutes or so. I'll give you guys, I'm not going to give you a time limit on that till then, but I'm just saying, I would expect, these are my expectations. You ever have a parent come to you and be like, these are my expectations. I hope you meet them. I don't know. That seemed a little, I've never had that full on happen. That's a little too upfront. I mean, yeah, my parents had expectations for me. Did I let them down? Absolutely. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm just saying, there's expectations that we could set in this break room because I know how this community is and I know how cool and how good they are about closing things out and helping everybody out. Let's get back into here, though. I mentioned the George Kittle. That's not the only Speed Flex that's still on the board here. I'm going to circle back to the Speed Flexes, though. I just wanted to show you that it's 2 George Kittles. They're the same. You can get either one of them. I do want to highlight that we still have the TJ Watt on the Lunar Steelers. So we just talked about a TJ Watt in the vault. This vault and this diamond series are literally the Spider-Man meme. They're pointing at each other. They're the same thing. The only difference in these two helmets is the series. So the TJ Watt and the other one was the Flash alternate with the all gold bucket. This one is the Lunar Eclipse all white. But
All right,
still,
we're on the verge now. We are breaker alert, breaker alert. 1 to go in the jerseys.
1 to go in the jerseys. I love it. I love it. So TJ Watt and George Kittle both double available here today in the break room. Get on that. We also have the Micah Parsons. That's another thing. We just went over Roger Staubach in the practice squad, right? I'm going to go over Roger Staubach one more time when we go to the minis. Hint, hint, he's in the minis. But here is yet another Dallas Cowboys helmet. Not to mention the triple sign that we highlighted at the start of the show. So we have four Dallas Cowboy helmets available for you, plus the Jason Witten slab. I think there's another one in that in the minis too, if I'm not mistaken. Although I could be confused with the we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So far, I think it is 4 helmets and a slab card. 2 of those 4 helmets are Roger Staubach. One is Micah Parsons.
Sold out.
And then the triple sign. So plenty of Cowboys gear for you guys to jump on. And then Antonio Gates is a secondary headliner. He's not photoed here. But we still have, I didn't go over the Mike Evans on that pewter Bucks. I just pulled a mini that looked just like this. You want to get a speed flex like that to match? Here it is right here in the diamonds. You know you want to jump on this. Mike Evans, a heck of a player. You got to add him to your collection for sure. He was there before Brady. He was living and dying by those Buccaneers even before then. And the final thing, but not the lamest thing, definitely not the lamest thing, probably the best thing in here, I saved it for last, the Larry Fitzgerald on the Hydro Speed Flex. Why look at it there when we can look at it in this beautiful video that Alex Tellez shot for us right here? That hydro pattern on top that almost makes it look carbon fiber. You've got the all red and black Cardinals logos. You've got his signature on the top with the blacked out visor and the silver chrome face mask that just pops. The two-tone, the black and the red, that leads down into this at the bottom that says Bird Gang. How can you not want a Larry Fitzgerald, a really rare autograph in this room? You may not see him again for a while. I know we've had him twice now, I think, within the last couple of weeks, but you don't see a whole lot of Cardinals. You don't see a whole lot of Larry Fitzgerald. So I would jump on that immediately. We're going to circle back to, we still have to go through the can't miss, the minis, the jerseys, and the half and half, although I did kind of just tell you the half and half is only that Cowboys triple sign, but we have a break to do. So we're going to get back over to our breaking screen. That is the special teams jersey number 10. It's crazy to see the number 10 on these, really, because we've been doing so many where it's, hold up, we reset them to 1. And now, show to show, we are keeping that number going. We're just changing the time so that you guys can understand how far along a series is. And so we can understand how far along the series is as well. Box break. Drop me a number. So drop me a number if you are in that jersey break that Astro was looking for. Astro... Which one are you in here, Astro? Are you Aiden McGee? We have in here Matthew Mueller, Cody McQueen, Vincent Franz, Julian Andrade, and Timothy Sievert once again. If you're in this break, you are allowed to drop me a box number. Juju2Go says number 2. I'm guessing that's Julian in there. We have a couple of newcomers in here. I'm guessing that's Astro. Ooh, just shy, just a little late on that box color magic. I had Julian's time stamped here at 3 hours, 3 o'clock, 47 minutes, and 2 seconds. Astro, yours came in at 47 minutes and 11 seconds. So just a little late, but we will go with box number 2 in the jerseys. Let's get you guys randomized so you can see how this all goes down. We'll get back to our randomizer screen. Clear that out. Put your names in. 8 names, 6 times around per our dice roll at the start of this show. 5 and 6. Way easier than 11. Feels like it's flying by right here. We'll copy those, and we will put those into the different spots. Spooky Ellison, we already got our box number. Sorry, my guy. That is Matt. Oh, that's Astro is Matt. All right, so welcome to the break room, Matt. Spooky Ellison, that I'm guessing is Adrian. If you want to just confirm that, I know we had you in here earlier. There's another name under Spooky Ellison. It was, where's that at in here? I don't know if I'm Spooky Myers Ellison. Is that Aiden? Let me know if that's you, Aiden.
Spooky is going to be.
Oh, is that Matthew? No, because
No,
Matt
that's,
just said that's Astro.
Adrian McGee.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I figured because those are our newcomers.
Adrian McGee is Spooky, and then Astro must be Matt.
So you guys are getting a good idea. I know, Spooky, you were looking at how do these breaks work. Now you're getting a little bit better of an idea. We had the box caller magic in the chat here. Unfortunately, a little late. Julian answered first. But it's after we drop that message from our side of things that it's opened up for people to drop the box number. Then we randomize after we have your names in here ordered in the order that you guys bought into the break. And then we have you down by division. So now, Adrian, you have the NFC North. I've been pulling a lot of that this morning, so that could be hot. NFC South, Vincent France. NFC East belongs to Timothy Sievert. NFC West, Cody McQueen. AFC North, our box caller, Julian Andrade. AFC South, Vincent Franz. AFC East, Matthew Mueller. Welcome to the break rooms. Let us know, guys, who are your teams? Who are you chasing? How'd you find out about Ultimate Autographs? And then AFC West, closing it out, is Cody McQueen. But it was Timothy Sievert that has the closer magic. Some people think of starter magic. So, Adrian, that would be you. You started this break. You bought the first spot. And you're in the first spot again. You're in the AFC North or NFC North. That's just kind of how the way the randomizer set it. But you bought the first spot. Those other 7 people followed you. And it looks like Timothy Sievert has the closer magic. We'll see if Julian has the box caller magic as we open box number 2 in the jerseys. Let's see here if any magic is available. Ooh, okay. Oh, I have to, you know what? I have to look this one up. I am not familiar with this gentleman, but I will say it's going with our theme today.
Okay.
Check. Interesting. Okay. Why do I not know this name? Jay McGilly. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. This is before my time. That's why. But still, a very nice hit. This is on a Dallas Cowboys jersey. So this is going to the east. To the east. Right? Am I tripping on that? Yeah. NFC East. So who's in the NFC East over here? That is Timothy. So he had the closer magic in this one. He bought that 8th and final spot. He's coming away with a Dallas Cowboys Jay Novacek jersey. Not a name I see in this break room a whole lot. But that is a unique one in the and more section. You see the Beckett certification at the bottom of the number 4 right there on all those 90s Super Bowl teams. Yeah, you know what? I don't know why I'm blanking on this gentleman. I will be honest. I don't know my Cowboys history super well, so I apologize up front. But I will say that, I mean, the stats that I just looked up for him, yeah, I could see him definitely winning Super Bowls. He played 11 years in the NFL. He averaged 17 games a year, which is crazy because of the fact that, that was a time when they had only played like 16 games in the season. But yeah, I mean, what a great player. He averaged yards wise, game average. He averaged 498 yards in a season, 4,630 all time, receiving and rushing. He was a tight end. Very nice. He was the he was drafted in the 6th round, 158th overall. And this guy came up big. Oh, yeah, Spooky Ellison. Oh, I would have loved that. He's a diehard Cowboys fan. Oh! We'll get to the known jerseys in just a second here. There's only one, but I will let you know. But, hey, Tim, you're coming away with this Cowboys. There's a bunch of Cowboys fans out there, so I don't know. If this is you, I know you were looking for Packers stuff. These two teams have had it at each other for a couple of years now, especially in the playoffs. If you're looking to get rid of this one, I know a couple people in here that are already talking about that love it and they would want to take it off your hands. So it's up to you. But a very nice hit right there. Very cool in the and more section. We are down to 4 jersey boxes now, 4 jerseys, and there's only one headliner left. It is the Bruce Smith jersey. Bruce Smith. So I know a lot of people still chasing that one. They were mentioning it in the chat earlier this morning, asking if the Bruce Smith had been taken or not. However, it is still on the board. A very nice hit right here is the last one. Spooky, I want to sign Aikman. Shoot me an email. There you go. There you go. Love it. Love it. Love to see our guys interacting, taking the newbies under their wing, showing them how this break room works, getting a chance to trade amongst yourselves. So for the new guys, the trade rules in here, I have a Staubach alternate white speed authentic to go with it in a trade. There you go. That's all right. That's good. Trades. So how trades work in the break room, if it's in the break room, you have to have all of the items being traded within the same show. So the only people that can trade right now within this show are anybody who's won. So Tim won these last 2, but Eric Zafran and Rob Barnett also won in that first mini. So if anybody wanted to trade any of those items, hypothetically, they can do that. But you have to, if you want to go do it through us here and have it switched around and traded before it even hits our shipping department, you have to have it done within this show. If it's something you've won outside this show, you got to work on it on your own. So exchange your email, maybe if you want to give out social media, do that in the chat, reach out to whoever you're trading with. You guys will focus on that on your own. Our shipping department works very, very hard here. So we're just trying to make it a little bit easier on them so it's not, the wires aren't crossing. We make sure we get the right merchandise to the right people. Everybody else can kind of deal with the rest on their own. Now, gifting. If somebody wanted to gift this Jay Novacek jersey, hypothetically, you can gift to anybody else within the same break. And you just give it to them. Just write it up in this chat, text it in this little chat box, and say, hey, I'd like to give blah, blah, blah to this person, but they have to be bought into the same break as you. They have to have given themselves the same chance to win it as you. And that's another thing I should say for the trades. If you are going to make a trade within this show, make sure that you both agree upon it in the chat and we see it. So make sure it's in the chat. Everything else, like I said, though, happens outside of the break room. All right, so I'm writing Tim's name down again. And we will get right back into that break page after this, guys, to let you know what is still out there. I know somebody was asking what is still available in the jerseys. I wrote that number wrong. Hold on. We don't need any mistakes happening. 242-375. 375 J Novacek. Huh. Have you heard of Jay Novacek?
Yeah.
I had not heard that name. I'm assuming I'm at fault here. A big name, and it is not on my radar. That is my. I am apologizing to the break room, but also to Jay Novacek. I was not familiar with your game. We'll slide that one over. All right, let's get back into the break page over here so you could see what else we have left. Join a live break. Down here, somebody was asking for the jerseys, so we'll knock that off right away. In the jerseys, we have just the... Come on now. Let me in. Just this Bruce Smith jersey still to go in the headliners. We just pulled the Jay Novacek jersey. That means we have 4 boxes to go with 1 headliner. I like...
Oh, wow.
I still like those ratio. Oh, Cubs game?
Yeah.
What happened?
They're up 7-1. Now they're losing 8-7.
Oh, no way. Welp, that's Chicago sports for you. No way, dude. But like Stevens there with his... Oh, wow, that's... They better come back and win this game.
Yeah.
I mean,
Top
even
of
if
the
they
eighth.
do, I mean, it's winning ugly at that point, right? Like, you can't blow a 7-1 lead and still have some respect at the end of the day. My goodness, though. Wow. Tim, I have a Brett Favre signed Funko Pop that, if it interests you, for that jet lid. A Funko Pop for a Speed Flex. I don't know, guys. William Manners said, "Are you kidding?" I think Michael Convey's kidding, but wow. Whew. Tim Siebert. Oh, I read that one. All right. Yeah, so that's what's left in the jerseys. Just this Smith one. We don't know what's in the Ann Moore section, although if it's... I mean, I didn't know who he was, but everybody else did. If it's as deep as Jay Novacek, you guys could have a really good opportunity at pulling some hidden heat. That's the jerseys. We've done the vault. We've done the practice squad. We've done the minis. No, we haven't done the minis. My bad. Join a live break. Let's go and take a look at those minis. They are... That's diamonds. There's minis. Minis. We already did a poll this morning. We did a poll this afternoon. And we did one this show. But what is still available in here? The Roger Staubach is still in here. So that rounds out the Roger Staubachs that are available. You have the Roger Staubach in the practice squad. You have the Roger Staubach in the minis. That's on an authentic. This is a mini. And you also have where is it at? The Deion Sanders on a Cowboys lid. That makes 3 Cowboys lids in the room. You have the Micah Parsons. Oh, that's 4 Cowboys lids in the room. Not to mention the Jason Witten slab. 5 Cowboy items in the room. And 6 with the Cowboys triple sign. 6 Cowboys helmets in this room. And we just pulled a Cowboys jersey. 7. There were 7 in this room. There may even be some in the Ann Moore section of most of these series. That is crazy to me. What are we doing? We're just giving away Cowboys at this point. We're like the Oprahs of Cowboys. You get a Cowboy. You get a Cowboy. You get a Cowboy. But yeah, 2 Roger Staubachs available. You have, of course, like I said, the Deion. You don't see Deion on Cowboy stuff too often. Sometimes we get him on his alternate teams. But then the Micah Parsons, like I mentioned, in the diamonds. But let's continue running down the minis here. Roger Staubach leads us off. You still have the Kurt Warner. We did pull the Marshall Faulk, so we had an opportunity to double up. We did not. So Kurt Warner still available and Roger Staubach. We also pulled this J.J. McCarthy. But the Joe Montana is what Jacom was looking for. How about that? I mentioned how much of the Dallas stuff we have in the room. How about how much San Francisco 49ers stuff we have in the room? We have 2 George Kittles and this Joe Montana. So 3 helmets available in 3 different series. Make sure you get in and get in quick. Joe Montana on this Lunar Eclipse. That's a beautiful gold touch on there, but I love how much the white pops. I also overlooked this A.J. Brown. How could I overlook a Super Bowl champion A.J. Brown on that Kelly Green Philadelphia Eagles lid right there. I love this one. That is beautiful. Silver and gray that offset the green. Very nice. Very nice. In addition to those, we still have some slates available in here. We have the Tyreek Hill slate with that orange signature on there. That is very nice. That makes the signature pop that much more. You gotta love it. Dolphins for Rip. And also, I want to see it. We pulled another mini Dolphins lid earlier. That came out of the practice squad. So Dolphins galore to be had. We do not have this Michael Irvin in here. So no, that's our limit on Cowboys helmets. Don't you worry. But he is on that triple signed authentic lid in the half and half series. So we're going to run that down next. Jim Kelly is the other slate that's still available here in the minis. You can get that one. It doesn't have the orange, of course, because it's not an orange team. It's the Buffalo Bills. However, I still think this silver really pops nicely on the slate. As far as secondary headliners in here, Earl Campbell and Roger Craig. Lance Abbott saying, I want that Joe Mini. Get in line, my guy. So does Jacom. Everybody wants it. William said about never hearing about Novacek. I'm sorry. I was born in 98. I may have heard that name here and there, but like I said, like I prefaced, I don't know my Dallas Cowboys history super well, unless it's the big names like Roger Staubach, Michael Irving. I guess Novacek is a big name too. That's maybe one that gets overlooked a little bit. That's my bad. But now I know. Now I'm gonna know, and I'm gonna remember. I was a little young for his time. But that's what YouTube's for, right? We go back and we're gonna look up the highlights tonight while I'm also tuned into the Ultimate Autographs After Dark, the UA After Dark. First show is tonight, so I will definitely be split screening that. I'll be having the Novacek highlights so I could brush up on the one, and I will have the UA After Dark on the other.
Schumann and Lance in that minis. John Gomez jump in those minis. Lance Abbott's after that Joe Montana. You don't want Lance to get your Joe Montana.
Yeah.
John Gomez.
Yeah, Jacom and Lance are battling out for that Joe Mini.
Yeah.
Michael Convey says, I don't have any Packer speed flexes, but we'll look to see what authentic I have to go with the Favre. So, yeah, if trades are happening, make sure you guys are staying alert. See if you get something you want in there. However, keep it locked into this break room because odds are that you're going to find something that you can win in here that will be helpful to you when negotiating for trades. You don't want to come to the table with absolutely nothing. So that is the minis. The only thing we haven't run down is the can't miss. I see that right here. Don't you worry. But also the half and half. So I'm going to come back to the can't miss because it's right there. I want the John Elway helmet. Sorry, Sean, that one has already been taken off the board. Even though you see it pictured here, it was picked earlier. So when I click on this screen right here, this is our half and half series. This is a good way to show you all of these helmets have been taken in previous breaks. In previous days here in the break room, except for this triple sign Dallas Cowboys helmet with the Troy Aikman, I know that name, the Michael Irvin, I know that name, and the Emmitt Smith, I know that name. Don't you worry. That's my Cowboys knowledge right there. I do know those three names. You could take a deep breath. I'm not that naive about guys who came before me or guys who played for Dallas. Sorry, Sean. So not everything you see here is always still available. There may be something in the works in the future that we can do a little bit better job of showing you what is still on the table. But yeah, right now that's what we're here for. Robbie and I are your mediums to show you what is still in each of these series. Sean saying, what's good, guys? I'm off from work today. Good, man. That's a good Friday. You see what I did there? Good Friday.
Mm-hmm. Good Friday.
What I will say is it's going to be a good Friday if you jump into the Diamonds or the Vault because there's plenty of opportunities for speed flexes. A lot of people loving the mini series as well just because of how many headliners are in there. But also the practice series has been going like crazy today, and I'm surprised because it kind of been picked apart ever since we pulled the Sauce Gardner. I told you I would never lie to you, but what is still in there, what's not picked apart, there is a Jason Witten slab. There is a Roger Staubach authentic and an Eddie George authentic. Thurman Thomas is in the secondary headliners, plus some stuff to have in the Ann Moore section. On top of the fact that the ratios are pretty decent in that practice squad. You have 4 headliners with 12 boxes to go. So a third of those boxes are going to have a headliner. It's a decent opportunity, but if you're looking for a 50% chance at a headliners and the fact that most of them are speed flexes, you could go to the Diamonds. The Diamonds are 6 headliners in 14 boxes, so just under 50%. But what is 50% in those Diamonds is the speed flexes to headliner ratio. 3 of those 6 headliners are speed flexes. We went through those: the Larry Fitzgerald, the Mike Evans, the George Kittle, Micah Parsons, TJ Watt, and Antonio Gates bringing up the rear there too. But also in the vault has 7 headliners, so just a little bit more, and 1 fewer speed flex. So 2 of those 7 headliners are speed flexes, 2 are authentics, 2 are replicas, and then you have 1 Kyron Williams that we will see what that is exactly. It might be an authentic, might be a replica. But George Kittle and Joe Theismann were the 2 speed flexes in there. TJ Watt and Saquon Barkley, the authentics. Plenty of Eagles in this room, too, if you're an Eagles fan. And I know you're out there because Eagles Nation flies, baby, flies. Sack Exchange and Deion Sanders in those rep categories right there. But like I said, this is what we have left in the half and half. It's just the Aikman Irvin Smith. So, Sean, be my guest on what you want to jump into, but it looks like Diamonds, Vault, and Practice Squad are all moving. The half and half, though, even though the Aikman, Irvin, and Smith is the only one left as far as headliners, you know there is going to be some heat in the Ann Moore section, and the half and half is our Chase wheel spin. We did not get it done by 4 o'clock. Did we do a half and a half?
No. This
is from the last show.
4 to
clear
go.
that out. Yeah, so the half and a half.
Yeah, 4 to go.
The half and a half is our Chase wheel spin. We've done a mini, we've done a practice squad, and we've done a jersey. So you know what I'm going to do? I really like the ratios in the Diamonds. I'm going to add, we have not done a diamond break yet, so this is still pretty fair. If we had done a break already, then it's not really fair because those people who bought into that didn't really know that they were also buying into the Chase wheel spin, and I'm just basically gifting them an opportunity at Chase wheel spin. But we have not done a diamond break yet. I'm going to make the executive decision to add the Diamonds to the Chase wheel spin. Ooh. So now it is the half and half and the Diamonds. If we can get some buy-ins to the Diamonds, I'm looking out for you guys. You know why? Is because the Diamonds, like I said, 50% of those headliners are speed flexes. The Larry Fitzgerald, the Mike Evans, and the George Kittle. Now you will also get an opportunity to win a UA gift card on top of that. Somebody was also asking about the jerseys. I don't know if I had done those. That's just the Bruce Smith. We went through this already. We saw that the only helmet left there is the Aikman Irvin Smith. Before we jump into, I'll recap the jerseys in just a second because there's one, but there's a lot in this picture just when you look at it. Let me break it all down for you. We have, that's where the Vladimir Guerrero Jr. was. It was on a helmet. The Vladimir Guerrero Sr. was on a bat. Both of those have been pulled. Yeah, both of those have been pulled. But what is still available? We had a lot of people asking for hockey stuff earlier. You know that is right up my alley. Are you looking for a Jaromir Jagr? Oh, yeah, absolutely you are, because he's an absolute legend. Flow legend. Mullet king. Jaromir Jagr on that Pittsburgh Penguins Bauer bucket. Oh, it's beautiful. That's one of those old Bauer lids, too. I think that's the... don't quote me on my helmet series, but I think it's this 6,000 or 6,500. 6,500? Is that the series? I don't know. I'm gonna have to double check. I wasn't wearing helmets that looked like that back then. They've become a little. I think it's one of the Reacts though. It evolved into the React series, but that is a beautiful Bauer helmet with a beautiful Jaromir Jagr signature on it. In the secondary headliners, if you're looking for hockey, you have Dominik Hasek and Peter Forsberg. We don't know what those are on. I'm guessing the Peter Forsberg is on a jersey, and I'm guessing the Dominik Hasek is on a goalie helmet, but it also could be a jersey in there as well. Either way, that is sick. Patrick Mahomes helmet looks sick, guys. We do not have a Patrick Mahomes available right now. So whatever Patrick Mahomes helmet you saw in here, that has been pulled. We do not have Pat Mahomes on the board right now. What we do have, though, in here in this series is also the Frank Thomas. You know me, I'm a White Sox fan. I love the Big Hurt. He was an absolute beast, an absolute legend. I would love to see a Frank Thomas helmet get pulled in this can't miss 1 and 4. There's a reason it's called can't miss. As far as other baseball things, you've got Ellie De La Cruz on that bat. That's a very nice signature right there from Ellie on that bat right there. He's going to be a phenom. Absolute awesomeness on there. You also have Devin Hester. So continuing with my Chicago personality right here, I love this one. Chicago Bears, University of Miami, and Atlanta Falcons triple ripped speed flex. But wait, there's more. It's the Hall of Fame logo on the top. That's why I'm saying there's like 4 things ripped into this one. Robbie was saying 3 because it's 3 teams, and then it's the Hall of Fame. But I'd argue that that's worthy of putting a 4th, because I've seen all Hall of Fame helmets in this room where it's just the Hall of Fame logo on it of a guy who's in the Hall of Fame. So 4 different logos on here: Bears, Miami, Hurricanes, and then the Atlanta Falcons, and then the Hall of Fame logo on this Devin Hester. There's not going to be a whole lot of those like that in this room. That's incredible. Then we also have, you were asking about the Hulk Hogan t-shirt. Yes, that is still available. Hulkamania, brother. Listen, you're going to win this shirt right here, and you're not going to rip it up the middle because you're my brother. How was that? I'm not the biggest WWE fan. I got the voice down. I got the voice down, but I don't know all of his sayings. I just know brother. Definitely don't rip this one in half, because you're gonna want to keep that one. Hulk Hogan signing on that one. Very nice. We also have the Georges St. Pierre UFC glove right here. Don't spar with this one. Don't box with this one. It is signed. That one goes in a case. You're welcome to do whatever you feel with whatever you win, but I would advise you to just place this one on a mantle somewhere. That is beautiful. We also have this Randy Moss Speed Flex. We're going to give you an opportunity to take a look at what that looks like, just like the Devin Hester, as we have videos of both of these. So they're not just pictured headliners, because the artistry on this Randy Moss one, absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. And the last thing of the pictured headliners that we have here is the Steve Nash basketball. So make sure that you get your hands on one of those. That is cool. Steve Nash, an excellent player. The unphotoed headliners, I talked about the hockey ones, Dominik Hasek and Peter Forsberg. You want some basketball, you got Dr. J, Alonzo Mooring. You want some football, we have Jerry Rice and Jordan Love in there as well. Those are still all available. Let's take a look at this Devin Hester. My God. Oh, my. Oh, I love the rip even into the back. Oh. See, even up this middle here, the reason why I'm saying like this is a quad ripped Speed Flex is because this is purple right here in the black. And I think they did the purple to mesh with the black to really highlight this Hall of Fame logo, because none of these other teams really have purple in them. I mean, you could argue it's maybe like a dark blue for the Bears. I don't see any of those color schemes in with the Falcons or University of Miami. But yeah, Falcons retro logo on there. Very nice touch. Look at the rip in the back. I actually like how this one's uneven. It looks tattered. It looks torn, but it looks clean. The Chicago Bears logo there. You can see the University of Miami peeking out. I love how he signed on the white right here, because that is a clean spot The sweet spot on the Speed Flex was taken by the Hall of Fame insignia, but you also have the blacked out visor, the blacked out face mask. That is really sexy. And then the University of Miami sneaking through on this side too over here, even though you have the Falcons logo taking up most of that. Very nice. How do I get out of here? There we go. And the other one that we have that I wanted to show you the artistry work on. How about this Randy Moss? Oh my goodness, if I can click properly. Okay, so one thing I want to point out here. First thing you're drawn to is the constellation or like the star pattern right here in the Viking. I love how it's his eye. I should know better. My dad does astronomy. I don't know if there is like a specific constellation that is a Viking per se, but there may be one that the Vikings themselves have adapted into this their brand, I guess, as you could say. One thing that I think is super cool is this signature isn't just your normal signature. You'll see it when we pull it. These signatures I've only seen a couple times in the break room. It is him signing it, but somehow, some way, the artist has been able to kind of outline around it to make it look 3D. Look at how it looks like there's a shadow behind this signature, and there's like a bluish or like a purple bluish outline that comes around. When you get up close with that, it's a little bit speckled, like almost like somebody dropped some glitter in there, but like a good glitter, not like, pretty princess type glitter. Like this makes it a 3D signature. It really pops off the helmet right here. The shadowing is done so perfectly. It does not affect the signature at all. Yeah, the signature is left preserved on there, but my gosh. And that's just that one side. Like, look at this front. A clean white as snow Vikings face mask to go with the all gold visor that feeds up into the gold of this. I mean, what is there not to love about this? You've got Moss up the back and his number 84 on there as well.
Breaker alert.
We got something.
Yeah, we do. We got Ronnie Sayer, the Slayer, closing us out in that Diamond Double box.
Diamond Double. All right. So we will get a Chase wheel spin because all of those names will be thrown in there twice. Let me go back to the break page here as I've now recapped all of your series, but I know somebody was asking about the jerseys, so real quick, let me just show you where we at here. Jerseys. Only thing left in the jerseys is this Bruce Smith, but we only have 4 boxes left to go in the jerseys. You know there's going to be some hot fire in the and more section. Once we close out those jerseys, we have a whole nother jersey batch in the room right now. So guys, close it out. I would highly recommend it. Don't wait. There's still going to be some really cool names in there. You will get that. Oh yes, William Manor says airbrushed. I am in the haunt community. I should have known that it was airbrushed because they do a lot of airbrushing in the haunt community, although I'm more of a mask guy when I get into character. That's something that you guys didn't really know about me. Although Rip and I have talked about it a little bit on this show because he loves everything Halloween and haunts as well. We do our own haunted house at my house in the garage, which sounds janky, but we have built up over, we've been doing it for 12 years now. Holy moly. So we're somewhat on the professional level. We're not a big old Hell's Gate or Disturbia or what are some of the other big ones if you're around in this area. The Midwest does it up big. There's plenty of haunted houses to go to, and they're fun, It's something to do.
Awesome.
All right, so we've got these names in here. I am going to get them into the randomizer, but before I do, I'm going to make sure that you guys can drop me a box number. So Hail Mary Diamond Double box. Number 2. I can't believe this is only number 2. Double box number 2. Drop me 2 box numbers, please. So drop me 2 box numbers if your name is Daniel Balladino. Oh, Ronnie Sayer coming in hot. 17 and 21. Oh, Tim, he beat you by 3 seconds I have the timestamps on here on the screen. 16:22:21, so 4:22:01, and 4 hours, 4 o'clock, 4 p.m. in the afternoon, 4:22:04. Oh, 17 and 21 though. Ronnie beat you to it. Let's hope his box caller. 17 and 21. Tim had 7.
Oh, I'm sorry, 17.
But 17 and 21 in the diamonds. Let me get that taken off of 21. 17 and 21 off the ticker right there. Do I have? I don't think I took that last. What was this jersey? That was number 2. I didn't take that off the ticker. I don't have no fear.
17 and 21.
It is off now. Ticker should be correct. 17 and 21 coming at you. But we have to randomize. Okay. So, here's our names. Let me copy those and get you guys into the randomizer. Boom. Bada bop, boom, bam, bow. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 times around. Sean, I haven't met you yet. Mike and Robbie knows who I am. Yep, Sean. Yep. I have not met you. I haven't met any of our customers
That's
yet.
Shoe Dog. Is that Shoe Dog?
No, Sean Harrell.
That's Harrell.
Harrell.
That's Sean Harrell.
So let me get you guys pasted in here 6 times around. I haven't met any of our customers. I mean, I've conversed with a couple of you in the break rooms, but I'm excited because I hear that there are every once in a while some outings if you're local in the area.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see if we can meet up with some of you. Nice to meet you though, Sean, through the break page here today. Let's take a look at what we've got in this break. We've got a lot of familiar names in here, and Ronnie is spread out all over the place here. Not making it easy, but I'll go through his spots. NFC North belongs to him. NFC South belongs to Daniel Baldino. NFC East, also Ronnie Sayer. NFC West, Rob Barnett. So we have Rob and Ronnie in here. AFC North, Ronnie Sayer. AFC South, Rob Barnett. AFC East, Ronnie Sayer, and AFC West, Timothy Sievert. That was tough, guys. Not even going to lie to you. So many R's in there between Rob and Ronnie, and even Daniel Baldino sneaking in there. I was thrown off a little bit. A lot of hard consonants in this break room right now. However, let's go to box number 17. Let's see who we got. Good luck, everybody. We have the closer magic from Ronnie, heavily taking those last 4 spots. We have the starter magic from Daniel Baldino. We have the box collar magic from Ronnie as well. And let's see what is coming
Everyone's
up.
chasing the Larry Fitzgerald and the Hail Mary Diamond Shoe Dog.
Yeah, Shoe Dog asking what's chasing in the diamonds. We're going to find out a little bit more after we pull these. Is there a card here? There is a card. Oh! I like this one. This one I know. Let me just double check here on the side. Yep, that's what I thought. Let's see here. So this is out west. This is in the AFC West. Timothy Sievert, you're going home with a J.K. Dobbins on that beautiful flash Chargers lid. Oh my goodness.
I love those flashes.
Look at his signature on that.
Yeah.
Very nice.
That's a nice one.
You got the, I like to call this cheddar cheese on the, it's not quite cheddar. It's just like it almost looks like American cheese on the face mask right there. It's a really nice yellow. The Packers have used it in a couple of theirs. Even as a Bears fan, I could admit that's nice, but it's even nicer that it's not on a Packers lid for this Bears fan. I love this one. J.K. Dobbins, a heck of a player. Timothy, you are going home with this one, my man. Getting the first win in here.
I did, Sean. I did see the Bristol race. That was a good race.
Who was your driver? Who won?
Kyle Larson won that race.
Ah.
Kyle Larson.
Are you gonna
He's
go,
a
Robbie, when it's
so
here?
I'm a Hendricks Motorsports guy. So my drivers are Chase Elliott and William Byron.
Okay, I got you. Are you gonna go when it's here in Chicago?
Yeah, I'll be getting. I usually get free tickets to the event through the veterans tickets.
Oh, very
So
nice.
I'm just waiting for the time.
I will probably see you there because I have a friend whose cousin works for NASCAR,
Oh,
and
okay.
her husband also works for NASCAR. He is actually on, what's the guy? Who's the number? Is it the number 5 car? No. Who is? I can't think of the guy's name. I'm drawing a blank on his name. I'm gonna look it up though. He's actually on the car, so I've met the guy. I'm not the biggest racing fan, but they also want me to go down to the Nashville race. There's one outside of Nashville coming up. I like Indy 500.
Oh, there you go, Sean Harold. Look at that.
Indy 500.
If
is
you come to
sick.
Chicago for the race, let me know. We're glad to hit you up. Meet up.
Happy Friday, Shoe Dog. Yeah, absolutely. I'm a Hendricks team fan as well. I like Kyle Larson and Chase Elliott. Absolutely. Yeah. If you're in Nashville, let me know because I should be down for that one. If you're in Chicago, let us both know because we should be there. I'm actually going to leave this one on the table. This is an authentic, and I really like it. I love the Dobbins signature on that one as well. It's still not going to outdo the Sauce Gardner here because that's a speed flex. And he has the Defensive Rookie of the Year engraved on there as well. However, I do like this one and the color scheme. So we're going to leave that one up there. We have one more box to break. Brad, which driver is Brad?
Brad Keselowski.
Keselowski, yeah.
Keselowski.
That's who.
He
That's
drives
the
the
car.
number 6 car.
The
now.
number 6 car. I thought it was number 5 because that's my lucky number. But yeah, you're right. It's the number 6 car. So we got to see the car up close when it was here in Chicago and meet my friend's cousin and her husband. They gave us free passes, and
that's
hopefully they will
cool.
again. All right, this is box number 2. I know you guys have been patiently waiting in here. All you R's in here, Ronnie, Rob. I give Daniel Balladino what's the word I'm looking for? Honorable mention for all the hard consonants in
All
here.
right, minis are closed, so we'll have that mini break right after this.
Mini break coming up next. This is box number 21 out of 30, as called for by Ronnie. Ronnie didn't get that first win. That went to Timothy Sievert. But let's see if Ronnie can have the box collar and or the closer magic with this one. Oh, baby. Oh, boy. Well,
Whoa,
we know we have a speed flex.
Well, what do we got here?
I'm not even going to try to fool you all on it because you guys know the patterns in this room of the bags by now. For some of you new folks, you're going to catch on that when you see one of these cloth bags come out, that is
Something
crazy.
good?
Dennis McKeon said the Cubs won 13-11.
No, get out of here.
Did
Oh,
they?
they did. Look at that.
Oh, wow. Winning ugly.
Wow.
Winning
How
ugly.
did they do this? Hold on.
Oh,
I got the
baby.
luxury of coming back.
Oh,
Pulling it back.
my goodness. Well, this is going to go to one of the R's because this person
All right, so bottom 8
is
zeros.
sitting
Okay.
in the NFC West. Rob Barnett, say hello
Oh,
to your George
there you
Kittle
go.
Speed Flex. Wow. Holy moly. I didn't even need to pull the card. I knew who this was, but where's the card at in here? Yeah, there it is. Okay. Get rid of that puppy. George Kittle Speed Flex. My goodness. Have you seen something more beautiful? Don't answer that question. It was rhetorical. There might be something more beautiful. However, this is all gold. This is George Kittle in the NFC West on this San Francisco
Wow.
49ers lid. That is going to Rob Barnett. Rob, congratulations. No closer magic, no box collar
looks
magic,
like
no starter magic in
Kelly
this one.
hit another home run. Wow. That made it. Actually, hold on. Let me go back a little bit. Because they were losing, what, 11-7, right?
I think so.
So
They were
this was-
losing 8-7. You said
Yeah,
they
I gotta
coughed up
come
that
back
lead.
here. Okay, here it is
Not
right
very
here.
promising.
All right, so. All right, looks like right here, bottom of the 8, yeah, 0 outs. They were down 11-7.
So they did this in the 8th?
There is no starter magic, Mike, as Ricky. Hey, Ronnie Sayer, there is starter magic. Starter magic is a thing here in the room, courtesy of your competitor, Mario Ortez, who came up with the phrase starter magic. So
Some people believe in it.
starter magic does happen here in the break room.
Some people believe in it. I'll give it its time of day. I'll give it its time of day. He said deny. Imagine how bad Ronnie feels. Hey now. I'm sorry, Ronnie. But hey, you know, them's the breaks, right? I mean, sometimes that's the way it goes.
Okay, I remember that.
Won plenty of times as a starter, hence my Jim Kelly jersey. There you go. That's starter magic right there. Listen, guys, I don't believe in any magic. I don't believe in closer magic. I don't believe in starter magic. I don't believe in box collar magic. But you can't deny that sometimes weird things happen in this break room, and I think the word magic is a catch-all for how we don't know how to explain these strange coincidences. So I'll be with you on that one. But I'm gonna stay real with you here. I'm not gonna go all horoscope on you guys. I think that's a little too much.
Okay, so he walked them.
He walked. Was it a grand slam?
That's what I'm looking right now to see how. Well, they started off with a hit batter, and then they walked him. So there's 2 men on right there with 2 outs. Here comes, looks like Kelly.
Yeah, Carson Kelly's been on fire for the Cubs.
Yeah, Kelly. Because then, yeah, this is where he hits the home run to make it 10-7 right here.
Did you say that we have another break ready to go?
Didn't I give it to you?
Oh, it's 3-run shot. Is it?
Oh, the minis right here. Yeah, I thought I gave it to you. Sorry, boss.
That's okay.
Minis number 5 coming up. Mini number 5.
Rest in peace, Ronnie.
Mini
That's not
number
true.
5.
Chiming in there.
What's the minis called again? Single bag.
Single
That's
bag,
what it
yeah.
is. Single bag.
Was it number 6?
Oh, I got a copy is what I'm saying. I'm looking for the.
Oh.
There it is right here.
I've won 2 times by luck so far on jerseys. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. On NFL jerseys, yeah. There we go. Okay. All right. Oh, I don't want to jump in it while you're... There we go. We'll just take a second here. So now
Go
that
ahead.
the George Kittle is off the board in the diamonds, that just leaves George Kittle on the board in this pretty much the exact same speed flex in the vault. So if you're gunning for that George Kittle, get in the vault right now. We also have all of those names that were in that diamond break now in the Chase wheel spin twice around since it was a double box break. So we'll get
20?
you guys in there.
Did you drop the message yet or no?
I did not drop a message yet.
Okay. I was gonna say I was looking
So
for.
Eric, you're a little quick on the jump there. So give us just a second. Also, we are going to be calling for 2 numbers because of the fact that we break 2 in the minis. There we go. Here's the minis. All right, single back mini 6. I know it says single, which is a little confusing, but it is a mini break, and we always do 2. So drop me 2 box numbers right now. Wow. Okay. Let's see. Oh, King MC. 2 seconds after I dropped the message. My goodness. 9 and 23.
Yes, I am.
Are you a Denver Broncos fan? Yes, I am. You're Are you okay, yeah, I was going to say you're Bears first.
There's no order to it. Don't get started with me with Ricky. Ricky thinks I'm a Broncos fan first. There's no particular order. I just root for both.
Gotcha.
What was the numbers again?
9 and 23.
I don't have 9. Oh, hey, do have
Sean said, I just won a Denver Broncos jersey. Was that the one this morning, Sean? I do remember that. I do remember pulling a Denver Broncos jersey. I don't remember who it was, though. Refresh my memory. 9 and 23. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure we have the ticker correct. Let me take a couple of numbers.
23. Good numbers. What? Because 23 Michael Jordan, 9 is my number.
Yes, sir. What were... Let me go check. I think I took this off. 21 in the diamonds.
And the other one
I did.
is
Yeah, I took those off.
17.
Yeah, I took those off. Okay, so let's see here. 9 and 23 in the minis. Let
I
me
won
take
a
those
Williams jersey. Oh, Javon Williams. No longer a Broncos, though.
Oh, okay, yeah. 923. There we go. 24. That would be okay. All right. Cool. All right. Let's get you guys randomized. That would be the next step here. Obviously.
And then Kyle Tucker and then he hit a 2-run bomb.
Same inning in the
In
eighth?
that same inning, yeah.
Oh, so they took the lead back in the
They
eighth.
took
huh?
the lead back in the 8th.
Wow.
That is awesome. So that had to be a wild 8th inning for Steven and his son to experience.
Honestly, yeah.
The
Still winning ugly.
Diamondbacks came back. They were down 7-1 in the 8th to take the lead 11-7. And then in the bottom of the 8th, the Cubs took the lead back 12-11. And obviously they finished out the game 13-11, winning that game. What a great game to go take your son, his first game too.
Still winning ugly. I'm not going to give that much credit to the Cubs because you don't really want to give up leads like that and then have to crawl back. But the fact that they did crawl back, I mean, that is impressive, I will say. Crazy 8th inning. Yeah, good for Steven.
And then Suzuki
son.
hits a solo home run in the 8th.
Very nice.
Wow.
All right, so box number 9 of 30. Eric Zafran, you have the NFC North. Michael Convey, you have the NFC South. Ryan McCall, you have the NFC East. Eric, you're in the NFC West again. Angie, you're in the AFC North. Lance Abbott, you're in the AFC South. Michael Convey, again, you're in the AFC East. And
that is
Sean
the first box,
Schumann,
okay.
you round us out in the AFC West. All right, box number 9 here, guys. 9 of 30. Let's see who we have. Ooh.
Oh.
Very nice.
Ding, 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 ding. No.
Well,
no.
we have a Western winner. That is going to the AFC West. Sean Schumann, you're going home
Hey, the
with
shoe
an
dog.
Emmett Thomas
Ooh.
on that mini right there. Emmett Thomas. Very nice hit right there. I love the cherry red on the speed jersey, or the speed, not speed jersey, the speed buckets right here. Emmett Thomas. Very nice. Love that hit for you. Not a headliner though, so we're coming down to, that would be now 20 boxes in the, oh no, we did minis already this show, so that would be,
Yep.
we're at, we were already at 19, so now this would make us 18 boxes. Did I pull a headliner in those first two? I don't think so. 1, 2,
These two
3,
would take it
4,
down to
5,
17.
6, 7, 8. Yeah, so still 8 headliners in the 18 boxes we have still to go, although 17 after we do this second box here. But very nice hit nonetheless. Minis are going fast. Yes, sir, they are. Sean Schumann, nice hit. 2, 4, 2, 3, 7, 8. On that Emmett. Emmett
Put the
Thomas.
Sauce Gardner away because that was the 12.
These these boxes don't close too nicely. I will say.
Yeah, we ran out of mini boxes.
Interesting. All right, here's that first one for you. Oh, you're putting him away. I'll just throw it on the other side of George Kittle. And we'll get to box number 23. Yeah, that Kittle is sweet, Jacom. It is. You still have an opportunity to get in here and get your Joe Montana, though. I didn't see you in here. He's still on the board for now. Might not be for long. He's not in here, I will say. But, oh my goodness, my pattern of pulling NFC North continues because of the fact that I just pulled an Anthony Carter on that Vikings lid, on that speed lid right there. Very nice. Eric Zafran coming home with the Anthony Carter. I forgot what I said for a second there. I was about to say Dante Culpepper. I'm like, wait, no, I pulled that this morning. Anthony Carter mini. Very nice right there. Eric, congratulations. Let me get you written up for that. There you go. So, cleaning up here in the minis section. This break room is moving quickly. How we doing on other breaks? Are we close to anything?
Let me do a quick refresh. Looks like we have stalled for now.
I know Jacom was looking to jump back in those minis because that
we did jump. We did have someone jump into that can't miss 1 and 4 single box, so that's 3 to go. Outside of that, everything is 4s, 5s, 6s. I'm sorry, 5s, 7s, and 8s.
Okay. All right. That's not too bad, though. I know Jacom was going to try to jump back in, looking to jump back into the minis because those ratios just got better, and Joe Montana is still in there. I did not pull headliners in there. Uncharacteristic of me. However, we're down to 17 boxes in the minis. 8 of them are headliners. That's Roger Staubach, Kurt Warner, A.J. Brown, Joe Montana, Tyreek Hill, Jim Kelly, Earl Campbell, and Roger Craig. Do we have a Peyton Manning jersey? Are you asking Robbie specifically, or are you asking us? I do not see one on the board.
We don't. It's very rare we get a Peyton Manning jersey.
Yeah, I don't. We mostly see Peyton Manning on helmets. He would not be in an Ann Moore section. That's too big of a name to be in an Ann Moore section. Maybe in another series. Let's see. What else we got?
Forgot
in here?
Anthony Carter.
Oh, my bad. I wrote it.
No, you got everything else. I'm like, he forgot to put Anthony Carter.
Interesting. Yeah. I'm looking to get to the next one already. Let's see. What else do we want to run down, guys? I don't know how many more times I can go to this break page and let you know what's there. What do you guys want to see? Please drop it in the chat. What do you want to know? It's still available. I can read down the list of just what's on the board that we know this is correct. I could also run down the fact that, there's, where are we going here? Hold on. There it is. We have some shoddy lighting. Peyton Manning rules in NFL. Yes, he does. Well, he did. Past tense. He's no longer there. But in the whatchamacallit, the video game, yeah. 1 to go in the 1 and 4 single, Ronnie Sayer said. Is that true?
Yes, Ronnie buying 2 spots in that single.
Okay. Can we get that closed? We got to get that closed here. I'm going to give you guys, so we have 6 o'clock crew coming in. It is not myself or Robbie, but I will say we're the latest we can be on is 5:45, so we have at most an hour left. I'm going to give you guys until 5 o'clock to close that 1 and 4. If we don't close the 1 and 4 by 5 o'clock, we're going to do our chase wheel spin. That is the half and half and the diamonds. So if you guys want to jump back into either of those, we only had the 1 diamond break. That was the double box break. So we only have 8 names in there. Well, 16 names, but they're all in there twice. So yeah. Yeah, headliners in the half and half is the Cowboys triple sign, but it is our Chase wheel spin. You see the names right here. Your Chase wheel spin is the half and half and the diamonds. And guys, I would jump in there. I would get the half and half because as soon as we close that out, another really cool series is coming through the doors. And you know, just the Cowboys triple sign is the only one we know is in there. We don't know what these other 3 boxes are, and they could have some heat in them as well.
Could be another speed flex in that hidden gems.
True.
Because it's a half and half.
Yeah, I think somebody did
I don't
the
know. I think they're
calculations,
wrong.
but yeah, they could be wrong.
I think their calculations are wrong. We know our calculations are right.
Okay. Oh, interesting. All right.
Yeah, I heard they think that their calculations are right, but I think they're wrong.
Interesting. So there could be a hidden speed flex still in that half and half. You never know.
And Daniel Baldino closed it out in that 1 and 4.
Perfect.
Thank you, Daniel Baldino.
We'll get a 1 and 4
Ronnie
break.
and Timothy Karakis. If I am saying your last name, Timothy, wrong, I do apologize. It's Kareckas. Karakakis.
So can't miss 1 and 4 single box.
Number
break.
9.
Number 9. Drop. Not drip. Drop me.
Where is
box
this one at right here? There it is right here.
number. Can't miss 1 and 4. Single box break. Number 9. Drop me a box number. Well, Ronnie was quick with 2 numbers, but we're only going to take 1. So, Ronnie, let me know. Jeez, he is 2 seconds after I post.
He's quick.
Wow,
He's
that's
quick.
insane. Okay.
Ronnie's quick.
Ronnie, let me know. Do you want? Okay, he wants 18. Wow, even before I can even ask the question, I was gonna say, let me know which number you want.
He already knows.
This man is Max Verstappen. I mean, we were talking about racing earlier. Duh, 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 duh. Max Verstappen. Like, this man is quick. Holy moly, Ronnie, I love it. Holy cow.
It doesn't even give you the time to explain.
Yeah.
Just like, hey,
He's
just
psychic.
18.
He's
18.
psychic in there. All right, so box number 18 coming up for this can't miss 1 and 4. Let me just, I'm sure he is, but yeah, you did say he is in there. So the 4 names in here, we're going to, no, don't say my bad. Keep doing that, my guy. There's only certain places where you don't want to be quick, if you know what I mean, but like, he said, no, 18, yeah. There's only certain places where you don't want to be quick, and let's hope you're not quick there, but this ain't one of them. This ain't one of them. All right, so we have 4 names in here. Oh, yeah, let me slide George over. George. All right, so I knew. No, all good. All right, so let's go around 6 times in the randomizer. 6 times on our Chase wheel spin today. I don't think that even moved from clicks 3 to 4. 6 times. All right. So Ronnie is going to be sitting in that football spot. I think that's where he wanted to be. Let me know if it's otherwise. Oh, well, he's also in the basketball spot, too. Daniel Baldino has the base. So actually, I switched that around. Ronnie has the base. Excuse me. Let me start over. Ronnie Sayer has our box caller. He has the football spot. Daniel Baldino, who is our closer magic, has the basketball spot. Ronnie also has the baseball spot. Wrong B word. There we go. And in the everything else category, that would be WWE. That would be hockey. That would be wrestling. I said wrestling already. I guess it would be UFC. What else is up in there? That's about it. In that everything else spot, that is Timothy Karakis. Very nice. Ronnie said, show me Hester or Moss. What happened to box 5 and the 1 and 4 I was going to call last night sometime during the 9 show? It disappeared. I did a ticker check. I did not see a 5 in the 1 and 4. Maybe.
Oh, that's why. That was.
Somebody called it last night?
No, that was it was during our show. It was during our show, Shoe Dog.
Was that the noon show?
The 3 o'clock show. Let me double check.
Oh, yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday.
Okay.
Go ahead. You could start that.
I got Caracas right? I think so. I think that's what he's saying. I think that's what I said. I'm trying to remember what I said.
So Shoe Dog, real quick. That was yesterday in the 12 p.m. David Alberta got the triple sign, Dwayne Wade, Shaquille O'Neal, and Peyton Ball.
Very nice.
That came out in box 5.
My goodness, these people are hounding me today. All right, let's get to breaking here. Let's get to ripping. 18 of 36. Yes, Caracas, I got it. All right. 18.
Caracas. Okay.
Box 18 of 36. Good luck, everybody. You know your spots. We know our box number. Let's get it. What do we got here? Ooh. Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
Ooh.
What is this?
Ooh.
Can't miss 1 and 4. Is it what I think it is? Oh, it's not. Oh! 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 Okay, I'm giddy. I think everybody else should be giddy. It wasn't what I originally thought it was,
Okay.
but my goodness. Ronnie, I'm so jealous of you. Ronnie, you're going home with a Frank Thomas signed baseball batting helmet. Frank Thomas on that beautiful lid right there. I hope we don't have too much glare. Hold on, let me get that auto in there. Ronnie Slayer, Slayer in the baseball spot. Very nice. Frank Thomas, the big hurt. It's easy. Box number 18.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we're good. I double checked
Scared
it.
me for a second.
I was like, wait, you had me second guessing. Very nice. Look at the inside of this thing. MLB Authentic Collection. MLB Players Association 2020. Official batting helmet and face guard of Major League Baseball. It's a Rawlings, so you know the leather on the inside is very nice. Also, it says Mock Pro on the inside. I think that's the series of helmets. Just an incredible pull.
Yeah, I love
On
those
this
helmets.
one.
These helmets are awesome. Frank Gore.
Wow.
I pulled out the Sean Dunston from the Chicago Cubs.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice right there. I love it. I love it. Frank Thomas, baby, on that. I'm going to throw him up here for sure. I love Frank. He was talking today earlier in the show. He is technically a former customer of mine at a previous job.
Oh, okay.
I can't disclose how or why. That'd be a little bit too personal.
Nugenics.
But yeah, I will. It was not Nugenics. I will say that.
He said
I will,
yes.
I will say that. It was not Nugenics. It was not Nugenics. It's easy. And she'll love it too. Oh my goodness. No, it was not Nugenics. I didn't even.
Him and Doug Flutie?
You know what's so funny? Yeah, you know what's so funny is I mentioned that I had him as a former customer, I think twice today. And I've mentioned that commercial twice today.
So there you go.
So I think a lot of people probably thought or put it together that I worked for Nugenics. I did not. I did not.
Chippendales?
No,
Says
not,
Ronnie and Solaka?
not Chippendales. No, sir. Get out of here. What are we doing?
Ronnie, that's for later on at midnight.
No, yeah, hey, this is not the UA After Dark show yet. Sunlight is still out, so no, absolutely not. No, 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 no. Just one more for good measure. I didn't even think about that. I was referencing the commercial to be funny all those other times, but yeah. That is probably one of the creepiest commercials that you could wake up to at like 2 a.m. All those infomercials, which is you're just sitting there and all of a sudden Frank Thomas goes, "It's easy." Like, bro, can we get him some acting lessons? Like, oh my gosh, 387. Very nice. Matt's in the other room. He's probably like, "What the heck are these guys doing in here?" We're screaming all over the place. We pulled Frank Thomas. That's what happened. Big Frank Thomas, the big hurt. Very nice hit, Ronnie Sayer. I'm so glad that we got that 1 and 4 in. It doesn't just work for Nugenics. He's also a client. I don't know. Jay August said was also guessing that it was Hasek. That's who I thought it was. because it wasn't like a full-size football helmet,
Yeah,
but it
yeah.
was plasticky and it was narrowed down towards, and I couldn't see if it was like a cage in front. I thought it might have been a helmet, but then I was like, this looks a little small to be a goalie helmet. Maybe it's not like a full life-size one. But then I moved over and I saw the White Sox symbol and I was like, oh, okay, all right. We like it. We like it. Let's hope he's not a client for Nugenics. But you never know. Hey, man, to each their own. You get to that age, you've done what you've done in the MLB, and maybe you need a little extra pick-me-up, you know? I don't know. I'll never be in that situation. Let's hope. And maybe I'll be in the MLB. Maybe I'll be a broadcaster, but maybe I won't need any help, so to speak. All right, guys, what do you want to see next? We're approaching the 5 o'clock hour here. If we're not moving on anything, Robbie and I will be jumping off, and you'll get other breakers in here. Do you know who's on the 6 o'clock show?
It's Common and Dom.
Common and Dom. All right. So Common and Dom on the 6 o'clock show. That's a quick turnaround for Dom because then he has the 9 a.m. show tomorrow, although he doesn't have to go as late with the 6 o'clock show tonight because he won't be on the UA After Dark. It'll be Robbie and... Are you with Common?
No, me and Ricky.
You and Ricky on the UA After Dark tonight. So, I mean, it'll be an exciting evening regardless here in the break room as I clean off this keyboard and you can see me. Let's go to the chatting screen for just a second here while we are in between breaks. What do you guys want to see? Do you guys want to see another 1 and 4? That could be a possibility. You didn't see what you wanted to come out of there, like the Devin Hester or the Randy Moss. If you're into the football stuff, I know a lot of people earlier were asking for hockey things. That's a possibility as well. So just jump on in there, get your spots now. Even if it doesn't break during this show, guys, I will tell you that it'll probably break tonight with how much activity and heat is going to be getting pulled tonight. You're going to want to get spots before they're gone. That can't miss 1 and 4. It shouldn't be on the board tomorrow. So I would jump in before it's all gone. You don't want to miss your opportunities at some awesome, awesome merch in there. I can't get these little crevices in here. And I also can't tell if some of this dust on the keyboard is like the leftover little fuzzies.
I don't even know.
From the Clorox wipes.
I've cleaned that thing so many times, and it gets corroded with whatever gunk.
Well, I think it's because these Clorox wipes are like, they leave behind that little sticky residue. But I can't tell if the Clorox wipe little fuzzies are what's sticking on here or not. I don't know. How are we looking on that break page? Are we close to anything at the moment?
Nah, we died down after that 1 and 4.
Okay. Well, let me know, guys, what you want to jump into. It is 5 o'clock on the dot right now. I'm going to give you to 5:15. If we're not close to closing something out by 5:15, and by close, I mean 4 spots to go or less. If we're not, and of course, we have the 1 and 4 series on there, so that is already at 4 spots to go. If the 1 and 4 is not at least halfway there by 5:15,
2 or more. We usually do.
You do two or more. Okay.
Yeah, they have to get at least it down to 2 or more.
Oh, you mean for the can't miss? Or
any series.
Any series.
In
All
order
right.
for us to stay on,
That's
they
fine.
have to get.
I was being a little generous. Robbie wants you to get down to 2. I'll meet in the middle. How about this? I'll meet in the middle. I'll say 3.
Okay.
If we don't get to 3 to go in any series or 2 to go in the 1 and 4 by 5:15, we will be jumping off, but we will be doing our chase wheel spin first. So don't fear. We did have the double box and the diamonds. If you want to get into that chase wheel spin, it was the half and half. That has not really moved too much, but the diamonds did. You can jump into another diamond break. If you can rally the troops and get another diamond break to go, you'll get another 8 spots or more, depending if you jump on the double, into that chase wheel spin for the diamonds. So be my guest.
Those got in the diamonds as a chase wheel spin?
Yeah, I threw them in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so diamonds I added to the chase wheel spin.
All right, so we will
halfway
have
through the
chase wheel
show,
spin. So
just because we hadn't had any activity in there.
Depending on how they do, probably do the chase wheel spin at. You already
I'll
put
do
them in
it.
there. Oh,
Yeah, I got
Oh,
you.
there you go. Okay.
Don't
Never
you
mind.
worry. We will
Never
be,
mind.
We
You
will
already
be.
got it already in there.
We'll be doing the chase wheel spin at 5:15,
I thought you were.
unless we have something to break.
All right.
So that means we'll be out of here by probably like 5:20, 5:25. In the meantime, Robbie, what's your hit of the show here?
Hit of the show. I would have to go with the George Kittle.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean,
George Kittle.
the George Kittle for sure. Let's go back to the break scene, and I don't want that. Boom. Yeah, this is beautiful right here. This is an all gold, chromed out visor. We love to see that. The signature right there on the side, as you can see. What is left in the diamonds besides Fitz? So yes, the Larry Fitzgerald is there, but the Mike Evans Speed Flex and this George Kittle came out of the diamonds, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so
I got it. Yeah, I got it
the
right.
two speed flexes in the diamonds right now are Larry Fitzgerald and Mike Evans. You also have Micah Parsons and TJ Watt. You know those are on Authentics because everything in the diamonds is authentic or better. And also Antonio Gates. So you have Robbie's like, I need a break. Mike, hold my coffee. I don't drink coffee, but I get the reference. It is a Friday. It is a Friday, but it's a little early. It's probably it is 5 o'clock right here. What am I saying? It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Yeah. So I don't drink coffee. Maybe I'll take you up on something else. Anyways, Robbie's like, I need a break. Mike, hold my coffee. I love it. So yeah, 5 headliners still to go in the diamonds amongst. How many boxes did we pull? Did we just pull the one
What?
diamond? No. We did double. We did double. So 12 boxes to go, 5 headliners, pretty decent ratios, pretty decent odds. 2 speed flexes, the Larry Fitz and the Mike Evans, Micah Parsons, TJ Watt, and Antonio Gates all on Authentics. So jump on in there. Robbie was saying there might be one more speed flex in the half and half series. Somebody may not have done their math quite right. And we do 15 speed flexes, 15 Authentics in the half and half series. We have to list a couple of headliners that are Authentics, like this Cowboys triple sign that we know is still in there. So that means some of those speed flexes get hidden. So there might still be one speed flex hidden in the half and half. Beer time for me. Yippee. Well, yeah, drink responsibly, Sean Harrell, 21 or older. I guess it depends on which country you're in, but here in the United States, I'm guessing that's where we're all from here right now. Yeah, this is a really nice hit, though. I will say, though, because I am a White Sox fan, and because my team has done so bad, and I mourn and reminisce the times in which they were good, this to me is the hit of the show. I'm biased. I know it. I know it already. I'm biased. But this Frank Thomas White Sox helmet, that is the hit of the show for me. This is beautiful. I love it. I want one of my own. So that would leave number 3. Obviously, I got to put the 49ers George Kittle at number 2. I was raving about that one before it came out, and I would have put that at number 1, of course, because it's a speed flex, until my own personal collection hit the shelf over here, or what I want to be in my own personal collection. I'm not taking your helmet, Ronnie. Don't worry. But then that would leave number 3 as the J.K. Dobbins. Nice hit. Beautiful coloring, huge signature, giving John Hancock a run for his money, and I really like that. However, it's an authentic. It's not a speed flex. It's going to be a little bit lower on my rankings, but I do love that cheese grated face mask in front and the coloring. Oh, the blue is just beautiful, beautiful. He said, I'm 48 and I'm in Louisville, Kentucky. And you are a free man, my man. Go at it. Get after it. Just, still, like I said, be responsible. Don't break and drive. Don't drink and drive. That's how it goes here in the break room. You can break and drink. You just can't break and drive or drink and drive.
All right. It looks like Sean Schumann jumping into that half and half double, right, making it 3 to go.
Okay. So we have the half and half double at 3 to go. All right. We're before 5:15 here, which was the cutoff that I said we got to get to 3 to go. now I'm going to make that cutoff 5:15 for us to close out that half and half double. If we close out that half and half double in, what is that, 8 minutes?
8 minutes.
We will go ahead and do that on this show. Otherwise, it'll be a nice little almost pre-fill for the 6 o'clock hour. Also, I mean, we can stay on, but we got to be moving in other series too then. So the down to 3 rule still applies for all the other series that we are not down to 3 spots to go in. So 3 spots to go in that half and half. The rules have changed for that one. Close it out by 5:15. Everything else, we got to be at least 3 to go or 2 to go in the can't miss 1 and 4 by 5:15 for Robbie and I to stay on. I think I've done as much cleaning as I could probably do here, just because of the fact that like some of these things are still working. So I don't want to like bump them and screw up the show here. That would definitely demote me, get me off my pay. No, I'm just kidding. That's coming out of your paycheck, kid. All right. That's about enough cleaning for me today. I feel clean. I feel cleansed. So the Cubs won. Let's see if the White Sox can get a win today. They lost 4 straight, including that sweep to the Athletics.
Yeah.
Ouch. That is tough. Tough and a half, I'd say. I'm checking White Sox scores right now. Let me double check you here. Let me put the Clorox away. I'm just kind of holding it. I opened the NHL app. Force a habit. That doesn't start until tomorrow. Hockey playoffs. Oh, I did say I was going to give my Western predictions for the NHL playoffs. We could do that while we're waiting. I can run through that real quick. I gave my Eastern predictions yesterday in the 9 a.m. show. Rip and I forgot to talk about that. There was something else I was going to talk about with Rip, but I guess not. The White Sox do play tonight at 6:10 against the Boston Red Sox in Boston. They did take 2 out of 3 from them at home. However, I'm guessing we're going to get some losses coming here because of the fact that they couldn't even beat the Athletics. Yes, I have a glass half full type of mentality until it comes to my own White Sox. Let's see here. Let's go to this side. NHL playoff bracket. Let's take a look here at the randomizer. All right, so, whoa, not Ozempic. There we go. On the Western side of things, I ran through the East yesterday with Rip. On the Western side of things, I think it's a toss-up here that the Jets, the President's Trophy winners, are going to knock off the Blues. Yes, the Blues got new coaching in Craig Berube. No, not Craig Berube. Who did they? Yeah, no, Craig Berube. But I think that the Jets will knock off the Blues pretty swiftly. Shoe Dog was asking what's in the vault. Shoe Dog, that would be the other George Kittle Speed Flex. Let me jump out of here real quick. So you see this George Kittle Speed Flex right here. It looks just the same in the vault. So if you didn't get a chance to win this first one, you have another chance to win that Speed Flex there. You also have the Joe Theismann. Actually, I don't know why I jumped out of the randomizer screen because I could just show you right on here. Switch on over. Also in that vault is the Joe Theismann. Look at this thing. Ain't that a beauty? 2-time Pro Bowl, 83 NFL MVP, the HTTR for, what was that again, Ronnie? Or Robbie?
Yep, Ronnie. Ronnie's in the room, everyone.
What was that again, Robbie?
Sarah, the Slayer, in the room.
Oh, hail to the Redskins. Don't worry. I figured it out on my own over there, Ronnie. No.
1 to go in that half and half double. Scott Pride getting 2 spots.
All right, so it looks like we will get that. Super Bowl 17 champs and 82 Walter Payton Man of the Year, all inscribed on this 2-tone. Oh, look at how beautiful this thing is. I mean, you could use this as a bathroom mirror on this Redskins 2-tone. We don't see a whole lot of Redskins anymore since they made the change, and it also bleeds into that 2-tone chrome on the face mask and the visor. The visor changes colors a little bit as you spin it, so really nice on there. As far as the other headliners in the vault go, let me get over to this page. Come on. Okay. The Sack Exchange helmet for the New York Jets, those 4 Sack Exchange members written up on there. You also have the Saquon Barkley still available as an authentic. The Sack Exchange, I should mention, that's a rep. Saquon Barkley is an authentic. Who doesn't want a current Super Bowl defending champ going into their personal collection during this offseason? You have the Deion Sanders on the rep. Look at this beautiful blue. Oh, my goodness.
I don't want it.
Common says we could pull the Saquon if we close it out. He doesn't want to see it later. We're not close in the vault. People were just asking the vaults. Sean Hurl says, I don't watch hockey. Sean, you're missing out. I'm sorry, my guy. But we are recapping the vault now for you. So TJ Watt is still available in here as well. Look at that alternate gold on there on that flash for the Steelers. TJ Watt, a heck of a player. But what did I say about that George Kittle? If you like the one sitting on the table right next to me, we got another one just like it in the vault. This is where I can really compare. I think the only difference in the two of these is probably the face mask, although it's hard to tell. That might actually be the same face mask. Actually, I believe it is. I believe it is the same face mask. However, we won't know until we pull it. We really won't know until we pull it. So, if you like this one and you didn't get a chance to win it because your name is not Rob Barnett, then you have one more opportunity here in the breaks to get that one. We do have one unphotoed headliner in the secondary category. That is Kyron Williams. So the vault, the diamonds, I'll be honest with you guys. You guys did a good job picking the diamonds apart, but the ratios are still really great. There's still 2 speed flexes. But if you want something that is a little bit more still sound on the board right there and a little bit cheaper than the diamonds, that would be the vault. I would jump in there. You get a really nice bang for your buck, and there's still just as good of names and ratios in there. 2 speed flexes in both series. You really can't go wrong. So yeah, NASCAR is my favorite sport, Mike. I get you. I get you on that. We were talking a little bit about that with you earlier. I was saying I really want to go to Indy 500 this year. I went for my first time last year. I know it's a little different than NASCAR, but I really enjoyed it. The only NASCAR I've actually seen live is the one in Chicago, which take that with a grain of salt because it's on the street, right? So you don't really get a chance to see them going at full speed. They're taking those corners a little bit differently. It's not just one big circle track or oval track. Todd Ware asking, how do I get in? Todd, let me drop you the link to our break page. I did so at the start of the show, but if you're just joining us, here you go. That is the link to our entire break page. That is where you can jump into all of the breaks. If you need a little bit of help on how this works, there is a video there as well on that break page. Watch the video. You'll understand how these breaks work. Basically what it is you buy your spots into the breaks. We randomize your names. We pick a random box number. We let you guys in the break pick a random box number. And then you guys can go ahead and get sorted into divisions. Whatever helmet we pull from whatever division, that goes to you. All right, it is 5:15. How are we looking, Robbie? Are we closed out on that? Was it the...
Still one to go.
Was it half and half double box?
Half and half double.
Half and half double box.
Last one, too. Last double box, too.
Listen, we have a little bit of time here, guys. I'm going to give you another 5 minutes to close that out or get something else. Is anything else is down to 3?
Nope, just that.
Okay, so I'm going to give you guys another 5 minutes to try to get that half and half completely closed. And then we're going to do our chase wheel spin. So that may give you an additional 5 minutes to really close things out. So that we're looking really at 5:25, basically. Robbie and I will probably be out of here right at 5:30 then, unless we get that one last box. Sean says Kyle Larson is in IndyCar now. Yes, I did see him in the race last year, and then that happened before the Chicago races. And I'm also not the biggest NASCAR fan, so all of a sudden, like, his name is up there in Chicago, and I'm just like, wait a minute, that's the same guy. I just saw him a month ago. I think he came in like the top 10 in Indy, I'm pretty sure. Was it top 5 maybe? I forget. I just remember that crazy pass. I was rooting for Pato O'Ward, and it was, it was Joseph Newgarden. Yeah, Joseph Newgarden, I think. He won back-to-back. just because he passed him on the last lap. You guys have a good night. You too, Sean.
Have
Be
a good
careful.
one there, Sean.
Drink safely. We appreciate it. But let me get back into my predictions here real quick because I promised him in the morning show, and if anybody's still here from the morning show, here you go. The Jets are typically frauds unless Connor Hellebuck stands on his head, but he's a Vezina caliber goalie, and this is a President's President's Trophy winning team. So I would say Jets over Blues easily. I know the Blues have been hot, but this is not 2019. Dennis McKeon saying Kings to win the cup. You know what's crazy is like I could see this series going either way. Either McDavid and Draisaitl are going to be McDavid and Draisaitl and pick it up, but the Kings have the home ice advantage, and they've been the team that has been really bad on the road. All they need to do is win all 4 of the games that are scheduled to be at home for them. So
Bobby Ward Jr. closed it out.
all right, we closed it out. So we'll get to a break. So I actually have Oilers over Kings, although I might eat my words on that one. I have Golden Knights over Wild. I think that series will be over in 5 or 6. I don't see a sweep, but I think it'll be pretty easily decided. Vegas has a solid defense. Stars and Avalanche, this is another coin toss, but I have the Avalanche. They won that Mikko Rantanen trade, and I think that they're going to be getting an extra boost with Gabriel Landeskog coming back. Even if he doesn't play, that's an emotional boost. So Avs and Jets would be in the second round for me. I still have the Avs moving on to the Western Conference Final. Knights and Oilers, this is where I think that McDavid and Draisaitl magic runs out because of the fact that, you know, they played a lot of hockey in the last 2 years. They went to the Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals last year and came a goal short of tying things up, maybe going overtime. They really want to be back there. Don't count out the hunger in there, but Golden Knights come out. Golden Knights and Avs in this series, that's what I'm predicting. I still think the Avs have that momentum and that powerhouse. I mean, I can't pick against Nathan McKinnon and Cale Makar. They'll go to the Cup against, I had Florida yesterday was what I was saying, and I think they beat Florida. I don't think Florida's quite ready to do what they did last year. So we'll jump out of there. We'll get back into the breaks here. We have the half and half double box number 3 coming at you. So let me drop that message in the chat. Drop me 2 box numbers. So all of you that are in this half and half will be added in. Did you already get a chance to do that? Or do you want me to add it in there?
What? No, I'll do it.
So
Go
Robbie's
ahead,
going to
just
add
do
you
it.
into the Chase Wheel Spin 2 times around because this is a double box break. If your name is Stephen Ray, Bobby J. Ward, Lance Bryant, Sean Schumann, Scott Pride, please drop me 2 box numbers for this half and half series. Bobby Ward saying 1 and 23. 1 and 23. We'll get those off the ticker. 1 and 23 in the half and half. So that leaves us 2 boxes left in the half and half. Now, there are people bought into the single, so we will have one more single break after the current one. We're not going to open up another double in order to close out that series. Thank you, Robbie. So, yeah, let's get you guys randomized in here. 8 names. You're all put into the Chase Wheel Spin twice, in addition to the double box that we had for the diamonds, because we made that a dual Chase Wheel Spin today to get things moving along here. Where's our randomizer screen? There it is. We'll get you guys placed in there. 6 times around on the randomization today for our what could be our final box break of the show before we get to our Chase Wheel Spin. Copy that. Throw that in there. All right. So in the, let me see if I can scoot this over a little bit. In the NFC North, we have Bobby J. Ward Jr. In the NFC South, Scott Pride. He also has the NFC East. Sean Schumann, you have the NFC West. Stephen Ray, you have the AFC North. Bobby J. Ward Jr. once again chiming in here. He has the AFC South and the AFC East. And Lance Bryant, you close us out with the AFC West. Let's take a look, guys, and see what we have in this first box, box number 1 of the series of the half and half. Let's get this closed out. I'm hoping to see that Cowboys triple sign for you guys. If you're not a Cowboys fan, I'm hoping to see what Robbie said could be one final hidden speed flex. He thought somebody's numbers were off. So there could be an opportunity to see one more really good hit. Although the Ann Moore section is going to be hot regardless with this half and half series. All right. Not a speed flex, but a name we see on the board very often. I am surprised that he is not listed on the headliners for this series. That just shows you the depth here. But how about Warren Sapp on that beautiful Rave Buccaneers logo or Buccaneers helmet? Warren Sapp, the autograph. I love the all red on this one. That is the NFC South. That is going to Scott Pride. Congratulations. You've got the first box in this one, and it is a beauty. We might have to change our rankings around now that we got one more break in here. I'm going to keep this one on the table. That's a really nice one. Warren Sapp, you see his name written on that board a lot. You see it in the breaks. But that just goes to show you how deep this series is. The Ann Moore section.
Quarterback killer.
Always hitting.
Quarterback killer.
Yes, sir. Scott Pride. Very nice hit, my man. We'll get you written up. I'm glad we got this one final break in here for you to win this. And also a chance at a gift card. Warren Sapp. Written down there. What time is it? We got a couple more minutes. Robbie and I will probably be out of here right at 5:30. Dom and Common are already in the room, so they're ready to go for this 6 o'clock show. We'll have that all prepped and ready to go for them. But we have one more box to break here. Let me switch these two around. Warren is going to go hang out with Robbie. And we'll have George over here. George was mad that I didn't place him at number 1. But I got to go with my White Sox. Frank Thomas.
It's your top hits, yours. It's all subjective, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 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 At home, I know they're punching the ceiling because they're like, how did you not pick a speed flex as your number 1? But that's fine. It's all personal preference, guys, right? All right. Box number 23 here coming up in the half and half series. Good luck, everybody. Will we see the Cowboys triple sign? Will we see a hidden speed flex? Well, it's not a speed flex bag. Let's take a look at what we have here. There also could be another unknown headliner, or not non-pictured headliner in here. Ooh. Well, this one is very nice because it comes with a card that I'm about to show you in just a second. Oh, boy. That's why. That is why. How about this? Everybody loves to hate getting the NFC East division, right? Maybe it's the South too, but you can't hate. We've had so many on the board, but we're taking the triple sign right off. It is the triple signed Dallas Cowboys authentic on there. The Emmitt Smith, the Troy Aikman, and the Michael Irving on this beautiful lid right here. Let me get all 3 of those signatures in the shot for you. The Beckett certification on the back. But this also comes with a Prova certificate of authenticity. So I think some of the signatures were from Beckett. But the Prova
was Emmitt Smith.
Emmitt Smith.
But Emmitt Smith is they witnessed him do it. That's very nice. So this is going to come with this card as well, but you also have the Beckett certification on the back and the little Beckett card to go with it. What a hit. I love these Lunars. That is a hot hit. What a way to close out our hits in the show here. We definitely would have to redo our rankings. I don't really know if you want to, but I would definitely put this higher up. I'm not going to go through the whole thing again, but I'd slot these 2 right below the George Kittle, probably in the order, the opposite order that we pulled them. I mean, 3 signatures compared to the 1. This is a Lunar. That's a Rave. I love both series, but I'd slot those in as my 3 and 4. So very nice hit right there. That is, I don't know if I even said it. NFC East. That's also Scott Pride.
Hey, doubled up.
Very nice double up towards the end there. You've got the 3 and 4 spots in my book. Congratulations, my man. And now let's see if you get a gift card on top of that. we'll get on over here to the Chase wheel spin. I'll collect these names real quick for you guys. Let's get into the randomizer. All right, guys. Good luck, everybody. One final thing here in the show. The Chase wheel spin. 6 times around. Let's see who comes out on top. 4 times. 5 times. And 6 times. Bobby J. Ward Jr. All right. You had a couple of spots in that last break. I'm lucky we got to it so we can get you in the Chase wheel spin. Bobby, I'm going to get over here to our wheel spinner. I'm going to place this on 1 unless you have another number you'd like me to put it on. It's 527. I'm going to give you to a 529. I usually like to give 2 minutes because I don't know right exactly where the clock has hit. If there's another number you'd like, oh, that spin doesn't count. Hold on. I dragged it by accident. Let me know. Come on now. Let me know if there's another number that you would like for me to place this wheel on other than 1. Otherwise, we will spin from 1, and we will see what kind of gift card you're coming away with.
All right, who got it?
That's Bobby J. Ward.
Oh, Bobby.
Bobby J. Ward Jr. With the Cowboys Authentic, I am going to be putting these certificates back in the bag so we don't lose them. But we'll get these off the table for the 6 o'clock gentlemen, and then, they will adorn the shipping shelves until they get sent out to their rightful owners. Bobby J. Ward says, number 25. I like it. I like having the call in here. Let me get this over to number 25. That is my birthday, November 25th. I like that. Let's hope that this gets you some luck here. Good call. Tom said happy early birthday.
That's my late grandma's birthday.
Is it really? Okay. I
The one
share.
that we debated about 13.
Oh, that's right. I think we did bring this up on one show because we talked about how I share a birthday with Joe DiMaggio.
Yeah.
So
And my
it's a good guy to have a birthday with. All right, Bobby, let's get you that gift card. Let's hope for some high numbers here. Oh, did it just scroll right? Oh, it was almost right back to 25. Hey, 23. That's decent, though. That's decent. We like that. Bobby going home with a $23 gift card. That definitely puts a chunk in what you spent to get into the break. So we help you out a little bit there. Sean saying, my birthday's October 16th. I love October, my guy. That's my month, though. I love that. Well, guys, that was an awesome, awesome show. Thank you all for chiming in. Thank you all for... Oh, let me get off of this. Thank you all for buying in, getting these awesome prizes. I guess I shouldn't have to thank you because we're thanking you by giving you these helmets right now. So, awesome show, guys. Robbie, any final thoughts?
Great job, guys. Great job. Can't wait to see what's coming up later on tonight. So
Yeah, speaking of later on tonight, we have our 6 o'clock show, but it's going to be a little different than normal. Usually the 6 o'clock show runs past midnight if we are breaking like crazy. These 2 6 o'clockers right in front of me, they're going to be jumping off at around 11:45 so that we can get the midnight crew in here. You heard me right. Every Friday from now on, there will be a UA After Dark show starting at midnight. And as Dom said, hopefully going into the morning show. So when he shows up at 9 a.m. tomorrow, he wants to still see you here, Robbie. We'll see if that's doable.
he just doesn't want to come in here and set the alarm. That's all.
But guys, keep it locked in here. Make sure you follow us on all of our socials. Make sure you have us notified or the notification bell on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook for when we go live. But other than that,